This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
That looks cool.
Yeah, so this is a Gremlins. I'm wearing a Gremlins holiday. For the people at home who can't fucking see me, I'm wearing a Gremlins holiday sweater. It's got the Gremlins on top, and it's got Gizmo right there.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is my, I'm a fan, you know?
Yeah, I can tell. But no Gremlins background.
No. I'm keeping my haunted background. I like this haunted background. Also, it's so easy for me each week to just not think about it and be like, yeah, it's my haunted background.
Plus, it also looks like a house at night for Christmas, except for the boarded up windows.
Yes. I thought, dude, don't think I didn't consider for a moment putting the Christmas train on from last year. But I left the Christmas train alone, man. You know, it's a Gremlins kind of evening. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Yeah, it feels like it's still horror season, thanks to Gremlins.
It does a little bit, right? You know what it is, dude? Things are going so fucking fast this year that I'm like, all these holidays are starting to smash together. It's like a 5-car pileup of holidays where, like, I'm usually never the person that feels that way. I'm always like, oh yeah, it seems like it's about time for Thanksgiving. It seems like dude, it doesn't seem like time for shit right now. All these fucking holidays are blurring together for me.
Damn, yeah, same here. It's almost like it's crazy that HHN's over,
Yep.
Thanksgiving's over,
Yep.
and then in what 20 something days it's Christmas and then New Year's. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
2025 is over.
Dude, as I'm getting into my like solid middle age, I'm getting colder more often. And
That's why you got the sweater.
that's also why I have the Gremlin sweater on. But I thought it was going to be the inverse, dude. Because I was like, oh, I'm kind of a heavy guy. Usually fat people are normally hot all the time. But that is not the case, people. You would be mistaken. Because I am cold all the time all of a sudden. Like a switch went off. I don't know what happened.
If we cut to a wide shot, you're in a rascal with a blanket over your
Yeah, dude.
legs.
I'm just in a giant Snuggie with wheels. Hey, Mark. Are you ready for...
I was watching the podcast.
That's what happens. And I bumped the mic.
What was that?
I bumped the mic. Good job, Matt. Hey, that's a great segue. Welcome to the Matt and Mark Movie Show. We're back. It's December. It's the holidays, whether you're ready or not, whether you like it or not. It's Jesus' birthday, and you will do the holidays.
That's what Casper Van Dien is celebrating.
Hell yeah. Dude, they should have
With Kirk Cameron.
You know, they should... Remember those, like, when they used to have, like, good, like, college house party kind of movies, you know? They should do an updated one where it's Jesus' birthday and he's throwing a mad rager.
And it's just him, Kirk Cameron, and Casper Van Dien.
Yep.
It's like the Christmas special for Star Wars, but with those Left Behind movies. And it's super... Is Michael York still alive? Can he be in it?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, dude, didn't Nick Cage, you know we love Nick Cage, didn't Nick Cage do a Left Behind movie? He did one of them.
He did?
I
Really?
swear there's a Nick Cage Left Behind movie where he's like playing a pilot.
Wow.
Because on the cover, he has a fucking pilot's hat. And I was like, I love Nick, but I'm not watching this.
I gotta pay for my dinosaur bones somehow.
It's Jesus' birthday!
Oh, wait, didn't he play Jesus recently in some horror film?
He plays Joseph, the father,
Oh.
the stepfather of Jesus. There's some kid as Jesus. Yeah. There's like a Nick Cage Jesus horror movie. He's not Jesus. I also thought he was Jesus. Yeah.
Now I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah,
I would have
now
watched it if
your
he played
interest-
Jesus, right?
Your interest wanes, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
sort of like when you go on IMDb and you see like if a movie is doing well in the public eye and it's just this chart that's just red going down. That's what
You're
it's
like-
like for me now.
Living in the red. Living in the red. Hey, so this week to ring in the holidays, Mark and I are going to be going back in time 41 years ago to review Gremlins. And
Damn.
it'll be a very special episode because I love Gremlins. I grew up with Gremlins. I've seen Gremlins countless times. Mark has never seen it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've not seen it. I've seen posters, I've seen trailers. I know
Sure.
like some of
You're
the pop
aware of
culture
it.
moments, but yeah, I've just never seen it in its entirety.
So this was a first time watch. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
cool, because to me, Gremlins is holidays. Like when it's holiday time, I kind of lean towards like two movies. I'm like, I really, really, really want to watch Gremlins, and I really want to watch Krampus. And since Mark had never seen Gremlins, I was like, this seems like a perfect excuse. So we're going to be reviewing Gremlins this week. It's a very merry Gremlins Christmas for us. But if you want to hear us get right to the review, if you're in a big goddamn rush, I'll put this timestamp in the show notes. You could scrub ahead. But hang with us. We got some other interesting things to suss out.
Ooh.
Okay, Mark, let's do some housekeeping. We heard him a little
Let's
bit
do
before,
it.
but since it's a Gremlins episode, I want to ring in. Usually we ring in housekeeping with your boy, the podcast guy. Let's ring it in with this housekeeping. Oh, shit. It's the Gremlins rag. Get ready. I want somebody to drop the bass on this. All right, there we go. Housekeeping. Hey guys, follow us on the socials at the Matt and Mark Movie Show, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, etc. YouTube's, like and subscribe. I'm on TikTok. You can find me, Matt's Movie Shelf. Mark is on TikTok. You can find him. What's your TikTok name?
Mr. Monstrous with an M and an R and not spelled out Mr.
There you go.
Mr. Monstrous.
Mr. Monstrous on TikTok. You can find us on TikTok. Some fun stuff there. Voicemail. We have a voicemail. Call us 707-948-6707. No one has called.
Ah, damn it.
Our voicemail
Oh my God.
is no. Our voicemail is collecting dust. This has been a real rough year for the voicemail because we got into the voicemail wars. This is what happened. You've heard of the veterans of foreign wars? We have the veterans of the crank call wars on this show, and all of our people showed up so big to fight the fucking crank call wars with love of cinema that they have since, like when the veterans came home, they don't want anything to do with the service anymore. So now the veterans of the crank call wars have decided they don't call anymore. Mark,
It's too much for me.
it's too much. They answered the call before. They don't want to answer it now. They're at home with their families, or they're having wicked flashbacks or whatever in their living rooms from the crank call wars. So that's why.
I had to make a phone call.
Yeah, phone rings and they get shell shocked. Oh!
Dang it, stop.
That would be hilarious. Because also too, like, no one's phone rings anymore. So the fact that like a phone could be heard ringing actually would be weird.
Yeah, it's usually like someone died or a scam call. That's like the two things
Absolutely.
I think of.
Dude, I got freaked out before our show just now. I'm not kidding, 20 minutes ago, because my doorbell rang and nobody ever comes. It's usually if maintenance
Oh,
comes,
shit.
they knock. If it's UPS, I can hear him coming a mile away up the stairs, and then he goes, UPS. And then I hear a package hit my door, right? This time somebody rang my doorbell, but not like an accidental. It was like a ring, 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 ring. And I was like, oh,
wow.
fuck, what is this? And I opened the door. This has never happened before. It was like 4 school children and a mom. And I was like, are you lost? And they were like, no, we're selling raffle tickets. And
Did you get any?
Yeah, they got me, dude, because I felt bad because all the kids were like clearly cold, and like They're like kid, they're like fucking. I don't know how old kids are. I don't know kids, so like they clearly look like they're freezing. And I was like, oh, god damn it! And I was like, here's $20.
Was it like the kids in Gremlins where they're like, I'm hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry, Mom. I know, me too. That's what I should have told them. I know what you can ask Santa Claus for Christmas this year. I could be like, Miss Deagle.
That'd be great.
Oh, my heart. Oh. No, I was the opposite of Miss Deagle, and I actually gave them $20. And I was like, what is this for? Like, I don't even know what I'm signing up for. And they were like,
Yeah,
oh,
what did you? I wonder what happened.
it's to win a gift card. I think it's like a. It's like
You win
like,
a $20 gift card to Amazon. It's like,
I was like, okay.
I just saved my $20.
I think it's to a local restaurant or something. I was like, I hope I don't win. I was like, please lose my raffle ticket on the way down the stairs. Thank you. Do you get many visitors where you are? Like people passing trying to sell you raffle tickets and shit? No. All
No,
that shit
not
comes on
really.
the street. Because you're in the city.
Yeah,
You're in
I
the
never
city,
get
you
anything.
get some of that, right?
I get like my neighborhood, everyone's afraid of it because it's, all the way uptown.
Yep.
So nobody comes here. So it's kind of nice.
That is kind of awesome.
Like we get
I like
no
that.
visitors.
That's great. And you have like a mail room, so UPS isn't going to throw shit at your door.
Yeah, that's nice too.
You're going to come home and check your mail room and be like, oh, there's my shit. Yeah, that's
Like,
pretty
there's
awesome.
my 700 Amazon packages of useless
Yep.
garbage I
You're
ordered.
like,
'cause
oh,
I was
look, I'm
sad.
glad they left my PS5 box out. Not discreet at all, just out and about where everyone could see I bought a PS5.
Dude, that is the worst when they just slap a label on the retail box because you forgot to select hide my item.
Yep.
So everyone's there just like, oh man, hope this bastard doesn't show up.
It
And then I get
should
a
be-
free PS5.
It should be discreet. It should automatically be discreet without you selecting anything. Fuckers.
Dude, I see some expensive stuff downstairs and I'm like,
Do you really? Like when you get
Daddy gonna make some money this holiday. Just kidding, I don't-
Woohoo! Mark has a trench coat, opens it, and he's got a bunch of swag he stole from his mailroom. What do you want? I got an Aura ring or a PS5. Other trendy item from 2025.
One of those hand massager things.
Oh, hand massagers. I want a ball massager.
Oh,
Oh no.
this was not for the balls. Just 100 punches in 1 second
That's
to your
right.
nutsack.
They just point you to a guy, and that guy punches you in the nuts. Hey, Terry, this guy wants ball massage. Just go to him. He paid. He paid. Just massage.
I think that's one of those things that's like an impossibility. I don't think you could ever have a ball massage.
I always
It's
get uncomfortable.
always going to be painful.
Like if you see porns where like the girl's handling the balls too much, I'm like, isn't this guy in ridiculous pain? Like, you know what I mean? I love it's a Christmas show, by the
I
way,
bit the
and we're
ball
opening with
sack.
this. Yeah, you bit the balls, dude. That's like that. You know what that reminded me of? Do you remember those KFC ads where the guy's like, "I ate the bones," and they're like, "You ate the bones?" And the guy's like, "I ate the bones," and he's scared. That's what it should be, dude.
Holy
You bit the balls. He bit the balls. It's a Christmas show, everybody. It's a Christmas show.
What an opener for a Christmas show.
Speaking of Christmas, I thought this would be a good time to announce. So clearly this month we're doing Christmas shit. Gremlins, Very Merry Gremlins Christmas. But next episode, we are bringing back our time-honored tradition. Mark and I try to do it once a year. Mark, it's the return. I almost want to do this with an echo. It's the return of the grab bag. Grab bag.
Yes, I love those episodes so much.
The grab bag returns, people. All right, if you're new here and you don't know what the grab bag is, essentially, Mark and I will pick a movie for each other, preferably one that the other has not seen, around a theme. And usually these grab bags kind of tend to live at Christmas. We've tried a couple other ones. They didn't go well. So we keep them at Christmas. And we have themes each year. Last one we did was Snowbound Cinema. It was all movies covered in snow. Mark and I have done Christmas horrors grab bag. We've done Santa movie grab bag. So if that sounds appealing to you, go back through our timeline because we do have a few Christmas grab bag episodes. And each year it's just an excuse for Mark and I to bro out, hang out. We review these silly movies and we watch old Christmas time commercials that we remember. That's kind of what ties it all together. That's a grab bag on this show.
That's the super fun part.
It's
By
so
the way,
fun.
I like
It's the
how you
best.
went from the ball sack conversation to the grab.
From Santa's
What is
bag.
that?
Yeah, from the ball bag to Santa's bag. It's the grab bag. That's what it is, dude. She's grabbing the bag. You grabbing the bag? You grabbing the bag? Dude, you remember that commercial? He ate the bones? Fuck it.
Oh.
It's not a grab bag, but
This
let's
is-
watch that commercial. Let's watch that commercial. Wait. KFC ate the bones? It was everywhere. It was like if you...
How come ads always make the people seem to be like complete dumbasses that use the product?
I don't know. Dude, after living in suburbia for 6 years now, I can attest that most people are kind of stupid like that, dude. The commercials aren't... They're not making it up. All right, here we go. I ate the bones. This was a real KFC ad. This is what we're referencing.
Oh, that wasn't that long ago, 2013.
Yeah, KFC.
Original recipe.
Original recipe? Dad, I think you ate the bones.
I did what?
You ate the bones.
I ate the bones? I ate the bones? I ate the bones?
KFC original recipe, now available without the bone. Freshly prepared white.
Dude. And
Without the bone.
they made a hashtag I ate the bones.
Notice they had way more fun hashtags back in the day. Now
Yeah.
all of ours are for like movements.
Yep,
It's like,
they're
where's
all
the fun ones? Like
they're all
I hate the
slacktivists.
bones.
I'm gonna bring that back. Get on
Yeah, let's
Twitter.
bring that shit back.
Hashtag I ate the bones.
Also, why is it the dads are always dumb in ads?
I ate the bones? He ate the bones. Anyway, that was our weird little tangent to reveal what the theme is for this year's grab bag. Mark, the theme for this year's grab bag will be lump of coal. That's right. What does that mean? Well, lump of coal is the theme, and it essentially means these are the rules. 2 rules. We set these rules. So let it be known. You must choose a Christmas film. So this cannot be a cheat. You can't pick like a Lethal Weapon or you can't have a movie with one Christmas scene or an action movie that happens to take place at Christmas but isn't a Christmas movie. That's not allowed. It's got to truly be a Christmas movie. So that's rule 1. And rule 2, it must be lower than a 5 on IMDb. Ooh. That's where the lump of coal comes in. Say, essentially what we're doing is we are watching shitty Christmas movies. So Mark will pick one, and I will pick one. And offline, you and I should figure out when we have to have our picks locked, so we have time to like find them and watch them.
Should we pick a couple of them to choose from, or just
maybe
try
that's
to
smart.
find one good one?
Maybe that's smart. Maybe we both choose 2 and then we'll pick one. All right, you'll pick that one, I'll pick this one. Okay. That's smart.
Okay.
Let's do that. All right. So there you go, people. Grab bag this year, lump of coal. Probably not next week, but the week after is when we'll do that episode. It'll be really fun. It'll probably be our last episode of the year. Just an excuse for us to hang out, have fun, do dumb stuff.
It'd be a nice celebration of the year.
Fuck yes. I'm excited. I already have a contender, but I'm gonna add one too.
Ooh, nice.
So there you go.
I'm very excited for this, actually.
I'm excited too, man.
Awesome.
The grab bags are always fun, and every year when they happen, I'm always just like, why don't we do these all the time? And then I remember the Nick Cage grab bag. I'm like, oh, that's why.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that was kind of my fault because I picked like the most depressing one by accident.
That's why I spell the rules out very clearly now on the show so that Mark kind of has some jurisdictional shit. So he's like, okay, now I can get it. Okay. Yes.
That was so bad. That probably like ruined the season. for so many
It
people.
easily tanked because remember at that time we were like, we're gonna do a couple grab bags a year. Outside of Christmas, there'll be really fun grab bags, and that essentially killed any non-Christmas grab bag like forever and ever because that Nick Cage grab bag.
This one will bring it back though.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. So there you go, people. Lump of coal, the 2025 grab bag. That'll be our final episode of the year. Mark,
It's
do you have
gonna
anything
be
else?
a good one.
Anything else you want to add before we talk Gremlins?
No, that was the perfect way to transition over to Gremlins, I think. I'm very excited. So stay tuned for that episode, everybody.
Get ready, people. Get freaking excited. Can you tell that I'm stalling so that I can cue this up? Here we go. Get ready. It's time, Mark. There we go. I had to really fucking wait that out. And not well. I didn't do it well either. I just like fully.
Imagine if you were doing that at a wedding and everyone just killed you.
Everyone's just lingering, like waiting. Like, when's he gonna fucking do whatever he's gonna do? That's the equivalent of you tapping a fucking champagne glass, like ding ding ding, like you're gonna make a toast, and you don't toast. You just keep dinging to get everyone's attention. There you go. All right. Our main review, it is time for us to discuss Gremlins, a movie that is 41 years old. I'm not even going to hit the spoiler button. If you don't know what Gremlins are, or you don't want to be spoiled, too fucking bad. I'm just spoiling it. That's it. Now, look, I wanted to point one thing out before we get your opinion, because my whole thing with this is I want to hear what you think, because it's so cool that you have never seen this, and I'm so curious to get your review. But I wanted to point out something for the stat nerds in the audience. One, this will be our fourth Joe Dante movie that we've covered on this show. And
damn,
here's a more staggering figure. It's our third one this year alone. So this has been the year of Joe Dante for this show.
Wow. We went crazy.
We did Piranha with the Say brothers, John Say and Dasein, back on Jaws Knockoff June. The stunt so bad it nearly killed all stunts for this show. Stunt months. And great episode though, probably the best episode we did that whole stunt month. That is nothing to say about our co-hosts, by the way. That is purely on us. We did a stunt and we did it badly, and our audience let us know that they did not like it. And two, The Burbs. We did The Burbs for my birthday back in the horror show. And now here we go to close out the year, our third Joe Dante movie in 2025. So Mark,
that's crazy.
This is probably the movie that Joe Dante is the most well known for. This is easily his most famous movie. Your first time seeing it, what'd you think of Gremlins?
Dude, by the way, first of all, I have to let everyone know there is a 4K available, and I'm glad because I don't think I've ever seen it come into the theaters again. So to be able to see it in 4K on a big screen, it's a gorgeous movie. It's awesome. I didn't realize, for some reason, as a kid, I thought it was kind of like a horror film, which it sort of is. I didn't think it was going to be like a fun Christmassy movie. And then I saw like Spielberg's name attached and then Chris Columbus. And I was like, wait a minute, maybe I was thinking about this the wrong way. Dude, I had so much fun. There's so much humor in this. And it does have its kind of like, there are dark moments like when she microwaves one of the gremlins and it explodes. So if you're looking for that, yes, it does have that. But overall, it's a really funny movie. I was laughing my ass off. And I was just like, I felt like I was in the Christmas spirit with the way that everything was designed. It has, my brother came in to watch it with me after a while. And he's like, it's kind of cool how everything has like this very dreamlike look to it. It's like you're watching, like, you know, it reminds me of, it's sort of like I expect that harp music that, and it's like, now you're watching a fairy tale. It has like a really cool fairy tale quality to it. And it's just, the frame is packed with stuff. Like even the radio DJ at the beginning, like they make a really cool big billboard poster for him, and it's like in the style of Indiana Jones, which I thought was great. There's so many, it's like one of these movies that the more you watch it, the more you'll get out of it. There's like little funny things happening in the background. Like Matt and I were talking about the kids that it's just like a really funny, stupid. I don't know how to describe that humor, but I love that stuff where it's just like some kid is saying something so traumatic, but in the context of the scene, it's really funny.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
movie is just full of that. And the tone changes as the movie progresses. So you're never like, it doesn't feel like you're stuck in one movie. It like changes as the story progresses. And the build on this movie is awesome. It starts off with like, you think it's one thing, and the way it ends is totally different. And it's just like pure pandemonium, but it sets you up with the voiceover is really cool, which I like from the father, who's also great because he's just this crap inventor.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
all of his devices suck, which I love. There's so many themes that go throughout the movie from beginning to end that are like extremely entertaining. The cast is fantastic. The effects work is amazing. It almost feels like I kind of feel as though Joe Dante has been slighted in the film industry because he's got a lot of great classics, but for some reason, he just never had that. Like, even though he's attached to Spielberg, he just never had that big, career that he deserves because all of his movies are awesome. He knows how to handle effects, he knows how to tell
Yeah.
a good story. He has great characters, and it's just like one of the most fun movies I've seen. And I'm so glad we saved this for Christmas because it's totally a Christmas movie. Just
That's
like,
what I was gonna
and
ask you. Did
to
it get
me-
you in the Christmas spirit a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It kind of gave me that. It also made me like Jingle All the Way more because I love Christmas movies. And I'm telling you, this will be the best thing I could say about this movie. This movie is definitely going to be in my Christmas rotation just because
Oh,
it's
nice.
a great, fun way to set up the season. I can see myself watching this at the beginning of December just to get in the mood. And it does get you in the mood. Everything feels Christmassy. This is not like a Christmas movie where it's like, and it just happens to be on Christmas and there's like light. Dude, this movie is packed with Christmassy things. And it's
Dude,
like,
it even
I
takes
love
place in
sumptuous
it takes
drinks.
place in what I've told people. It's basically, to me, Kingston Falls, the fictional town in this movie, feels like the town from It's a Wonderful Life. It feels like they just took that town and they were like, and now gremlins invade that town. Because it is like, like It's a Wonderful Life. And they even show you clips of It's a Wonderful Life in this movie where he's running. He's like, go, Merry Christmas, movie house. Right? That ridiculous fucking scene, right? Like, okay, but like how he's running, Jimmy Stewart's running, and everything's so close together and it feels like a big set. But you're like, yeah, it was the age of old Hollywood, so all this little town square is all on a set. That's what Kingston Falls is, and I love it for that because to me it connects it and it makes it very Christmassy. Like that feeling you're talking about is because it's in one of those classic soundstage towns that feels like you're in It's a Wonderful Life. And if you didn't get that reference right away, don't worry. They show you the clip later so that you're like, oh fuck, right, I'm in that town. It's fucking brilliant.
It's cool.
Dude. Yeah, it's great.
Actually, I really liked seeing that because it's kind of like that movie is so connected with Christmas that when you see characters watching it, it really puts you in the mood. It really grounds it in the Christmas season. You're like, it's kind of cool when the characters do things that your average American family does around the holiday. And it's very natural. It's just on in the background. I love that. It's really cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, 100%. And I agree with everything you said. I'm so happy to hear. Because I was like, I knew you were going to like it because you like good movies and you like physical effects and you like having fun, right? But I was like, is Mark going to be thrown by the Christmassiness of the movie? And I love that you weren't, that you were like, yeah, this totally feels... Because like, as much as I love Krampus, and you guys know I fucking love Krampus, I feel like Krampus is a hard sell for other people because it is very firmly a horror. So if you're not on board, it's kind of hard to get people to watch that one because you have to be in a very specific lane. With Gremlins, it kind of caters to everybody. It's like, hey, do you want something funny? Do you want something a little spooky? Maybe something that is awe and spectacle, or maybe you just want to have fun in like a small like Amblin town. It's got all those flavors. So it's like, it's almost the perfect little Christmas buffet. Like, boom, there it is. If you want to enjoy this, you can enjoy this. Because like I said, like other movies are a bit of a harder sell. Even something like, I'm not going to pretend Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but like if it was, right? If it was, that's again, to me, like a Krampus, it's a bit of a harder sell because it's so firmly got its feet planted in action movie and like that it's like, well, pick a lane. To me, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. It's just a straight up the way that people talk about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. I would go to bat and say Gremlins is actually a Christmas movie.
Oh no, even more so, because you're definitely like throwing into the season. By the way, it actually when I first told you that I had not seen it, and you were like, save it for Christmas.
Yeah.
I never knew that this was a Christmas movie, to be completely honest.
That's awesome.
Like, I never knew it was a Christmas movie.
Dude, that's exactly what I wanted. I was like, I want him to be shocked by how Christmassy it is. And it worked.
That was a nice surprise for me, though. Because here's the thing is, it's like, usually when you get Christmas movies, they're like a certain type of movie. It's, like the ones that we normally watch around the holidays, they're always very like family oriented, and like it has like a solid message of like, well, have to be like this around the Christmas season.
They all have the same title treatment. Everything's the same color palette. Everything's got the same feel. Cinematography's always the same shit. Yeah.
Yeah. This one was like, it was Christmassy enough, but also different enough. And I think you make a good point with the title sequence, because they don't Christmasify the title sequence at all. It's very much like a creature feature style, which also throws you off too, because when you see Gizmo, you're like, oh, it's a Christmas movie with a cute toy, or it's like a present that this father finds for his kid. It's like super cute. It's like completely innocuous. You don't think anything's going to happen. Although that Chinese guy does allude to things that will, like some foreshadowing, but you don't really, at least for me as someone who's not seen it before, you don't really expect how crazy you don't expect creatures taking over an entire town. You're just thinking that maybe, I thought that Gizmo was going to turn into something maybe, but I wasn't expecting the craziness that happens. It's funny
you say that, because originally, I'm going to put my fucking Gremlins nerd hat on. Originally, that was the script. The script was that Gizmo transforms into a gremlin, and he starts the sort of wave of gremlins that takes over Kingston Falls.
Wow.
And somebody wisely, I don't remember who, somebody wisely was like, no, don't do that. It was probably Steven Spielberg. Every great idea comes back to that guy, and he just fucking knows, and he's like, don't do that.
Yeah, he rules.
That thing's too cute. If you change it and make it bad, it's going to fuck everything up. Let's keep him the way he is. Let's keep him cute. And it'll be other Mogwai that that bring in and transform into gremlins. Like, I think there was a thing, my buddy who's super, super way more into gremlins than I am, he's like read the novels and shit. He's like,
oh, wow, damn.
Apparently there's like a lore thing for gremlins where one in every, and this isn't official, but it's like in one of these fucking books, and I always think about it. It's like one in every 10,000 or one in every 20,000 Mogwai are kind and pure at heart and will not transform. And so when you find one of those, it makes them that much more special, right? You want to hold on to them. And that's Gizmo. And of course, the rest of them are like this. They turn into fucking gremlins.
But here's the thing where I would counter that, not to sound like a reverse nerd, but I kind of, to me, when I was watching it, because I didn't know about that little factoid or the background on Gizmo, I thought that because he could transform into those things, it actually made you feel afraid for Gizmo.
Oh, interesting.
Because anything bad could have happened, and he could, because when those creatures come out, they misbehave, but they look like Gizmo. They're not doing anything super bad. They're just a little mischievous,
they're
right?
Dicks. They're dicks.
Yeah.
They like vomit on the Christmas tree, then they like play on the arcade cabinet, and they trick Billy into feeding them after midnight. They're like, yeah. They're like, when he throws the chicken in there, they're like, dude, they ate the bones, Mark. They ate the bones.
That's true. That was funny to see all like the food flying in the air and stuff like that.
You know what's funny? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say the way they blended in the physical effects, but also had the camera move was brilliant, because it wasn't just like set camera. It was like, these are tracking shots, and you're seeing effects happening. You're seeing these gremlins come in. They felt so real, because it's physical effects, but the way they did the puppetry and animated them on set was amazing. Like when he comes through on the bike, and then the camera, you see Billy run through and the camera tilts up. You're like, oh, cool. It's nice to see that this wasn't a lock-off shot just for the effect. They actually did a lot of complex
Yeah,
stuff.
they
It
do
looked
that a few
amazing.
times. They do that with the bike. They do it later with Stripe, the head villain gremlin, when he's
Yeah.
skateboarding through the store. And then
Yeah.
there's another bit too in that same store at the end when Gizmo's in the little Barbie convertible and he's driving around. It's so cute. Listen, I'm
I
only
love
human.
that.
I find Gizmo adorable. Anything with he's just cute. They knew what they were doing when they crafted him that way. He looks that way because he's fucking adorable. Every kid wants a Gizmo. Every kid wants a Mogwai.
Yeah. And fucking Mandalorian totally stole that shit. And they didn't even let Joe Dante direct a fucking episode. Are you kidding me?
Dude, that's true.
Isn't that
They
bullshit?
should just as like a hey, we acknowledge. They should have had him direct an episode. That's
Dude, look at
actually a
this
good
guy. It's
call.
the same fucking
It's
thing.
yeah, it's Grogu. It's Baby Yoda. It's Baby Yoda for sure.
Even the sounds, it's like it's super cute.
It's so cute.
For me, I'm not a big like cutesy character, but
Yeah.
he's like one of the best. There's also something too with the facial expressions.
Yes.
Like when he's watching TV with Billy or he's just chilling with the dog watching and eating snacks on his bed. And you can get like there's so much emotion that they put into that character.
Yes.
Which is awesome. Like you really connect with this. You almost for me, I kind of forgot that he was a practical effect and I just accepted him as this creature that inhabits this environment. It was amazing.
Fuck yeah. And also, too, on the tech side, what's cool about that, the reason that you're getting so much emotion is there are two main Gizmo puppets. There's a Gizmo puppet for wider or medium shots when we got to have Gizmo do some motion. You got to walk across camera or he's a little further. For those moments of like emoting, there's a bigger Gizmo puppet that's made, so they don't have to constantly push in and fuck with lenses. They actually just made a huge head, so that way the camera could shoot him like a regular actor and capture those emotions. So whenever you see those close-ups, you're looking at the bigger Gizmo puppet.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. For me, the thing that gets me is his little voice, and I love his little like tunes that he hums. It's so cute. I fucking love Gizmo. And I also always, especially in this movie, I'm always like, fuck you, Corey Feldman. You're the fucking reason this happened. Everything was fine. Corey Feldman is a klutz, and he dumped all the fucking water on Gizmo, and that's what started this shit. So yes, it's not Gizmo's fault. It's fucking Corey Feldman's fault. That's what
he's like an annoying
time.
shit kid that ruins everything.
Yes,
and then
he is.
Billy doesn't get to keep Gizmo because of that stupid kid.
Yes.
That made me so angry. It's like he's punishing the wrong kid.
Yes, fuck yes, dude. The old Asian guy should have come back to the town and smacked Corey Feldman in the face.
Kung fu the shit out of Corey Feldman.
Dude,
It's like that's for your
seriously.
music career
Doesn't
too,
it
you
feel
dumb
like
bastard.
now that you've seen The Burbs, doesn't it feel like Joe Dante was like, oh, because I made Corey play such a douche in Gremlins, I'm gonna have him play a cool guy in The Burbs. Because in The Burbs, he's amazing.
He's way more
He's like the
likable,
best
right?
character in The
Yeah.
Burbs. So it almost feels like a bit of like a like reparations for making him
Redemption
such a
arc?
dick. Yeah. You know? He comes over to Joe, and Joe Dante's like, look, you ate the bones. I know I made you eat the bones, and because you ate the bones, I'm gonna give you some chicken. I'm gonna give you something good.
By the way, here's a question for you, actually, because you've watched this a couple times and you're a big fan. Do you like that ending where Gizmo gets taken away?
I do, only because it sets up Gremlins 2, the new batch, and I need that shit to happen because that's actually my favorite Gremlins movie.
Oh, really?
It's
Dude,
my favorite. I
shit.
love both, but it's my favorite of the two. So without that
I ran out of
happening-
time, but I really wanted to watch the second one so I could.
Well,
but I didn't get a chance to.
I'll tell you this. It's definitely not a Christmas movie, and I will also tell you it's not a traditional sequel. But when I say that, that sounds scary, like I'm trying to downplay it. I'm just trying to mentally prepare you because I think some people can get mad if they're expecting a true Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2 is fucking crazy. It completely abandons everything you know about Gremlins, even the format, even the style of movie. It's a complete send-up of sequels.
Wow.
It's like it's basically Joe Dante giving the middle finger to Warner Brothers, like, fuck you, Gremlins 2.
Really?
It's amazing. Yeah, it's great.
Whoa, okay. You know what? Here's the thing is why it doesn't scare me, because you love Gremlins. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
So to hear that the second one is even better, I'm even more excited to see it,
Oh,
because
just you wait, buddy. Just you
this
wait.
movie is so good. for you to like the second one more than this one, it has to be pretty goddamn awesome, I think.
It's fucking awesome. Every scene, you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is great! This is great! What the fuck is that thing? What is that?" It's great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it's
cool.
Awesome. Let's talk about this because you know what I got to talk about. There's a scene in this movie that makes me. It doesn't matter. I've seen it 50,000 times. It's a scene that makes me laugh so hard. I felt like even watching it last night for the show, I was like, I might pass out because I'm laughing so hard and like the blood vessels in my head are closed. Okay. And you know what scene it is, right, Mark? You know the scene.
Like you feel a stroke coming on.
You know the scene. You know the scene. The scene is.
Should I guess?
Yeah, can you guess? Guess what scene?
For some reason, because this one made me laugh, and I was actually going to ask you what your favorite scene was. Is it the lady getting launched out the window? Because it's like the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen.
It's one of the
I was not
funniest,
expecting that at all.
It's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in any movie, and it's okay for me to laugh at it. She's not a handicapped person. I'm not. She is a bitch. She's basically. That's what I love about this. The Christmas angle of this movie is that it sort of gives you kind of like Jingle All the Way, how it cleverly layers in all these Christmas tropes and Christmas things you're familiar with to sort of send it up. Same deal here. So just like we have in It's a Wonderful Life town, or just like we have the idea of Gizmo being a gift, this town also comes with a Scrooge, and that Scrooge is Mrs. Deagle, and she's a fucking bitch, and you already hate her, and she's amazingly played. I'm not downplaying the actress. The actress does an amazing job. She's truly
fantastic.
To me, dude, it's like King Joffrey in Game of Thrones. She makes me hate her. It's a person you love to hate, but because I love to hate her so much, the catharsis I feel, A, it's amazing to watch her get launched out of the window. But B, what makes it fucking brilliant is she has one of those stair lifters. I don't even know what, like, she has to sit in the thing and it takes her slowly up the fucking stairwell. And the gremlins fuck with it. The gremlins completely, that's what the gremlins do. They fuck with machinery, they fuck with the town, they cause chaos. And they fuck with her stair lifter, and it goes high speed. I want to say it goes like 80 miles an hour, and it throws this woman out of the window. And Mark, it's taken all of me right now to keep it together because last night I laughed for a solid 5 minutes, and I really felt like I was going to pass out.
I rewound it twice to watch it.
It's fucking amazing.
It totally, because the setup is amazing too, because it's like they're breaking into the house. You kind of feel bad for her for a bit because she does genuinely look scared.
She gets scared.
And then she hops on that thing and you think, I was not expecting that to go. I thought maybe it would like catch on fire or something like that, but I didn't think it was going to like, it goes crazy. It basically did a broken arrow and launches her out like John Travolta.
It's totally a broken arrow thing. Dude, that whole run, like the last 30 minutes where the gremlins are just fucking up the town and that fucking music, the music is playing. It's like even the bit where the priest is trying to fucking just mail some Christmas cards and he puts it into the mailbox and you hear like, and then like spits it out because the gremlins are in the mailbox fucking with him. It's brilliant. And also when they fuck with the Futtermans. I love the Futtermans. I love Murray Futterman. That's Dick Miller, who we've talked about on the show in other Joe Dante movies. He's in every Joe Dante movie almost.
Oh, really?
Yes, he is the resort guy in Piranha. In The Burbs, he's one of the garbage men. He's basically in Small Soldiers, he's the delivery guy who delivers the small soldiers to the store. Like he's just one of those like great like old New York like Bronx kind of tough guy actors. He's fucking hilarious because in this one, his whole thing is that he's super racist. Like he's a veteran of foreign wars actually, and he's like anytime anything goes wrong in his house, he's like foreigners, goddamn foreigners, and he like he's always bitching to the point where like even when he doesn't know the gremlins are fucking with his TV, but like when the TV goes on the fritz. He instantly blames it because it's a foreign TV. And he's like, I told you we should have got a Zenith. That character cracks me up.
Going back to our previous conversation too, he's like, also he has PTSD. So when he finally sees that, by the way, I thought that was a cool tie-in because it's like, everyone knows about like the Twilight Zone Gremlins episode.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was a pilot and he still has his like flight jacket on, which I thought was funny. So it really grounds it. And you think he's just like a crazy vet. It's like, yeah, he's got PTSD, he's seen things. But then it makes that backstory even more crazy because he saw these same creatures when he was on his plane and in the war.
Yes.
So it kind of makes this huge universe tie together as though it's not something that's just in this small town, which is cool. It like really expands everything.
And it's not just a one-off character thing, because the movie confirms it. Because the last voiceover from the dad at the end of the movie basically tells you, if your dishwasher's on the fritz, if this thing isn't working, take a look, it's probably a gremlin. So it cements exactly what Murray Futterman says. Which is fucking hilarious to me. And the whole, dude, that shit where the fucking Kentucky Harvester comes through the Futterman house, it looks, and all the gremlin puppets are there like driving.
Dude, that looked crazy. It looks so good when that happened.
Amazing. It looks fucking amazing. Dude, the crowd shit in this is so good. Like, the physical puppets, like, it's not one or two, but like, no shade on Chucky, right? Chucky usually works alone, or he's got Tiffany, his wife, or his Glenn, his son, right? But like, you got 3 puppets, right? Dude, Joe Dante doesn't fuck around. He has shots, wide crowd shots of, I'm not kidding, like 100 gremlin puppets. Like, even in the movie theater
scene you were telling me about,
like, he could have cheated. He could have matted. He could have done like an old school matte shot with a bunch of gremlins in the dark and like the back rows not moving, and you maybe would have noticed. No, he doesn't fucking cheat. Every row has moving gremlin puppets that are throwing popcorn, that are fucking whooping it up like assholes.
It looks so believable too. Like, it was awesome. By the way, this movie it's not just creature effects. There's, like you said, there was that, but there's multiple car crashes.
Yes.
The theater blows up and it's amazing. It's like, it's probably one of the coolest look. It's almost on the level as of the when the pawn shop blows up in The Crow, and you just see these pyro cannons shooting out of all the entranceways and windows. This movie does not, like, I don't know. It's like, it's not what you expect. If you've never seen this before, you will not expect the sheer amount of physical effects and sight gags that happen. And it's like, it's nonstop in a good way. It's just like, it's crazy how many effect shots are in this movie, and they're done so well that you kind of forget that there's effects work happening.
Yes.
It's one of the few movies of this era where I'm like, okay, you can kind of like, oh, there's some compositing there, and like, this looks kind of wonky. Even when he's driving in that Barbie car, it looks so good. And here's the other thing too. I always find that, to me, adding animals to any situation kind of grounds all the effects. So when you see this dog interacting with the gremlins, or he licks the ear, it makes it
great,
so much better.
I love that bit too, when the dog shows up at the store and the Gizmo in the convertible drives by, and the dog jumps over the convertible because it's scared.
That was so cool.
But it's real. Like, you can tell on the day, like, that's something you can't plan for. They're like, well, let's put the dog in the scene and the Gizmo puppet in the car, and let's just see what happens. And you know, like, that real reaction just works. It's like a happy accident on production.
Dude,
and it looks
that was
so good.
That's a great example. I love that.
It's so real.
So
it totally
cool.
It makes that scene 100% real. Also, the other thing is too, especially like and again, no shade to other movies. I love the Muppet movies. That, like, I genuinely do love Muppets and puppets and stuff. But like, when you watch those movies, it's very much, it feels like the top half of the frame. It feels like they are staging things to block out all the puppeteers and the wires and the cables. You're always kind of looking at medium shots, or the top frame is always dominating, right? That's why the other reason I think this feels so real, they somehow managed that feeling, whatever that feeling is that's in every Muppet movie, doesn't exist here. And I don't know if it's because of the size of the puppets or the versatility of the puppets, but like, the fact that you can always kind of catch a wide shot of a gremlin, or even something as simple like when the fucking police chief or whatever is covered and he runs out, he's like, ah, and all these gremlin puppets are just like dangling off the actor. Dude, it makes it a full frame. It almost feels like you can move your camera anywhere. It doesn't have to be locked. It doesn't have to be like in the Muppet movie position where it's just the top half. Like, You can fucking point your camera anywhere. The gremlins can run around. Gremlins can attack the guy. This building's on fire. You can see a gremlin like with a torch in its hand. Like it
Or when
feels
Corey
real.
Feldman cuts one of them down from the wire, and it's just dangling.
Oh,
And
that's
also
a great scene. Yes.
To your point too, it's like you get that wide shot of all of them coming down the street, and it's kind of backlit with that blue moonlight. You're totally right, and they're kind of silhouetted, and you're like, okay, you really get a scale. It doesn't feel like they made one gremlin to like throw in a different scenes. No, there's like, and they all look different too.
Yep.
Also, the bar scene was incredible. Here's one thing to your point. You know how the Muppets movies? Yeah, I agree with you on the framing too. But I noticed like Muppet movies and a lot of those movies that have puppets they're so kid oriented that the lighting style is like very bright. This one is all mood lighting. Like when they shoot that scene and they do a noir, they're doing a throwback to a noir. You get the noir lighting. You don't just get a noir scene. You get the dark lighting when they're playing cards. Dude, it also because they're doing mood lighting and not treating this like a kid's film or even a Christmas looking film. Like when that gremlin has that gun
it
and
looks
it's shooting
great
at them, dude, that actually made me afraid for those characters because it's clearly like a physical effect. I was reading some article or was a video where this guy was like, the reason why audiences today don't feel like there's a sense of danger is because they know it's CG. It's like, oh, that's CG, that character, whatever happens, it's because it's so CG, the character is going to survive. So I, as an audience member, don't feel anything. But because this is like a physical gremlin holding that pistol and it shoots and you get the muzzle flare and the sparks shooting out and it's near the actor and you see the effect of that, it takes you out of this is a puppet movie into like, oh my God, this character could get killed by these things. Dude, they're not just doing mischievous stuff. They're doing things that could actually kill the main characters.
And to that point, that's an excellent point. To that point, you just made me think of, to me, the best scene in the movie. It's not the lady flying out of the window. We can all agree that is the best scene. But the best scene, I even just thinking about it, dude, my head is like, It's when his mom fights the gremlin in the kitchen.
That scene's nuts.
And when you're talking about atmosphere, you're talking about being scared, you're talking about selling mood, right? You got the shadows, like the way that that's first revealed, when she hears something and the camera's wide and you can catch the silhouette on the back wall behind her before we see the gremlin. Because that's the first time.
Looks so good.
It looks so good. It's the first time the gremlin is revealed in the movie in full. Up to this point, we've just seen like a green limb. We've seen the eggs hatching, but we haven't seen the full puppet. When you go in that kitchen and then you start to see that gremlin sitting on the edge of the counter, you're fucking afraid. Because then it goes into this ballistic fucking scene where that mom doesn't take any shit, dude.
She's awesome.
She fights that gremlin.
She like fucking thrashes them.
Well, she thrashes them. She microwaves the one. She shoves the one in the blender, right? But then the one in the Christmas tree fucks her up. Because then that's the thing, like what you're talking about, right? You're afraid for the characters versus in a traditional Muppet or puppet movie, you're not afraid. But here, like, after she survives and Billy finds her in the kitchen, they take her to the doctor next door. Her face, she looks fucked up. Like, she's holding rags and shit on her bloody face. Like, they fuck shit up. Like, basically, it sells the scare and the reality. Yes, they don't pull punches on any character. Doesn't matter that the mom is like a defenseless house mom. They're like, no, fuck that. She's getting fucking tore up.
To your point, though, I do like how they flip that around. It's like traditional housewife in these Christmas movies, but she's a total badass.
Dude, she gets like the kill of the movie.
It's so cool.
Basically, no one in either Gremlins movie has handled up on Gremlins like Billy's mom. Billy's mom has the highest human to gremlin body count. She fucked them up massively. It wasn't,
and in the coolest way.
In the coolest ways, it's hardcore. Like the fact that they were just like, yeah, you know what, this mom fucks shit up.
You know what it reminded me of? It kind of went to those like older sci-fi movies where you had like the strong female lead, and it's sort of like they totally took advantage of that, and they just made her kick some serious ass. Which was so cool. That was like, I think that's one of my favorite
and it's
scenes.
Before Ripley, before Sarah Connor. Never forget. There was Mrs. Peltzer, Billy's mom. She'll fuck shit up.
By the way, when you were saying that about that felt to me so Spielberg. Like, when they introduce Indiana Jones and it's the silhouette of the hat and it's
Yes.
super iconic. For this one, I like that it's like you get that same impact, but it's to introduce a villain, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
also the creepiest way to do it too, because you still
We don't
don't
know what
know.
we're looking
It's
at
like
yet. Yeah.
all you saw was like eggs, and it's kind of like alien and weird, and you don't even they okay, so this is what's great about this movie. They take time to build a connection with Gizmo, and by the time the terrible stuff happens, you're already connected with the family, the neighbors, Gizmo, so you really feel for them, and you don't want anything bad to everyone in this town, aside from like was it Mr. Futterman,
Yeah.
the Vietnam or the World War II vet, like even his wife is super pleasant. Everyone in this town is like you really don't want anything bad to happen to
Yeah.
them when
Except
you
for
meet
Mrs.
them.
Deagle.
Except
Mrs.
for
Deagle.
and
Mrs.
Mrs.
Deagle
Deagle, yeah,
sucks.
but she totally gets it in like
Yeah.
the best way ever, as we discussed. But it's kind of like they take time to build this connection. So when things go south, it's like you want everyone to survive. It's
Yes.
cool. It's like classic. It's like you need filmmakers to take time, and I think you have to give audiences that respect. That's like, yeah, everyone's attention span is short, but you can see what happens when you actually get involved with a good story that's told well. It's like it's nice to have that slow burn at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then it just
100%.
makes that ending so much
And I
better,
also just like, for me, I just like hanging out in the world. I like those characters. I like Kingston Falls. Like, I'm just kind of having fun in any Amblin movie, but any Joe Dante movie. I'm just kind of having fun with the world and the cast. So like, I don't mind the buildup. Like to me, the buildup is just as fun as the release. Like the Gremlins
Yeah.
get fucking crazy, right? Because then
Yeah.
by the time that the train has left the station, it's like a runaway train. Like there's no going back. So you're not going to get funny character moments. Now we're going to get like some, except from the Gremlins, like the Flasher Gremlin, the Gremlin that drinks all the beer out of the tap and his stomach gets really big. There's the
And then
Gremlin
we got the 3 cigarettes.
3 cigarettes. There's a Gremlin that wears a ski mask that's going to rob the place. It's fucking amazing. And if you think that, so just that concept right now, here's this Gremlin with a ski mask. If you like that, you're going to love Gremlins too. That's all
cool.
I'll say.
By the way,
that's all I'll say.
Did you also feel as though the evil gremlins kind of got their persona because they were watching TV at Billy's house?
Oh, yeah, maybe
So to me, it was kind of like this, almost a little, because I know he likes to have these little treaties on things like this. I was wondering if because I don't know this movie as well as you do, so I was wondering, it's like, is he making a statement on how like these gremlins kind of got bad because they got involved with,
they were
like,
eating
'cause,
KFC and watching movies.
all these were like characters that you would see around Christmas time, or watching movies or like noir films or whatever. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I like when he does those things. I don't know if that's actually true in this case, but it's kind of cool because you kind of, it's sort of like, yeah, these things are learning from their environment wherever you put them. And
Well, I
they do
kind of
watch
always
a
think of
lot
it as like
TV.
not so much of a microscope, like, oh, it's him watching a movie. I took it more macro, like he's like just in the 80s in that time, who are like the people you would fear in society? Punks, like people with tall mohawks,
Yeah.
guys who fuck shit up. So it's just kind of funny that even in the microcosm of the Gremlin society, there's one fucking guy with a mohawk and he's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like when you go to the mall and they have the mall goths and they're all
Yes,
dressed a certain way and
totally.
they all get booted out.
yes, 100%. Yes, because the other ones are like, even though they're evil and mischievous, they're very silly. Like, what, they got the wild eyes, and there's like another one who, like the one who barfs on the Christmas tree. They're just kind of dicks, but they're not evil. Like, I think Stripe is just kind of like, we have to have a punker, like a bad guy. Let's have just like a bad guy gremlin.
But it's, by the way, after they blow all the gremlins up in the theater, and then they're like, hey, he's in the department store, but there's like no power on. It's like, it's
fucking
cool how it's
yeah.
like it transitions to so many different movies. It's like, here's one where you have to take on a horde of creatures, and then it goes into like the one-on-one alien thing.
Yeah.
Dude, also, when Stripe gets killed, that effect on the skeleton, just like
when he's melting and
crumpling
disintegrating
on
in
itself,
frame, yeah, looks so
that looked
good.
insanely good.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. Also, by the way, really quick, you just reminded me, speaking of Joe Dante and treatises and references to shit, there's a whole Invasion of the Body Snatchers thing happening in this movie. They're watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers in Billy's room because we get that ending scene. And then later, Rockin' Ricky Rialto, the radio guy, is doing a whole War of the Worlds thing where he's like, I don't want people calling in. Oh, man. And then he has like a full-scale panic that you're getting pieces of every time you get the radio. So there are those fun little like invasion tropes happening, too, in the background. That's
but the other thing too is like what I thought was cool about that is it kind of like makes it seem like, yeah, people wouldn't be aware of these gremlins because in this town it's sort of like there's so much misinformation going around that in the end it's sort of like there was so much misinformation everyone just kind of forgets about it, which is kind of funny.
They blame it on, they hand wave it away. They say mass hysteria. Mass hysteria. No one knows what happened. The town went to shit overnight. That's it. That's how they contained the. I do like that. Like, you don't get like the end of the movie is not like here comes the military to come and clean up and they're gonna quarantine the town or whatever. No one comes. There's 2 police in the town. They're both fucked.
And they crash.
Right? Kingston Falls is just a fucking wreck. Like, it's over for that whole town. It's over. They got hand waved away on the national stage, and that's it. Nobody's gonna no FEMA's gonna bail them out. Nothing's gonna happen. They're just done as a town. That's it.
That's pretty funny. It does have like really iconic moments too that you see in other films where it's just like, or if it feels like it was done in this movie first, it's like you got all the cars crashed.
Yes.
And then it does this crane shot of the main street and it's just dead and there's just abandoned cars.
Yes.
It's like, how many times do we see that now? And it's like, this movie did it first, probably.
Well, I also love the callback. We were talking about the It's a Wonderful Life shot, and they even reference it seeing him, goodbye, movie house. You see that whole thing, right? So, like, that is a wide crane shot that cranes you through the town square of Kingston Falls. My favorite is the reprisal of that shot after the gremlins have run through the town. He does the same shot, Joe Dante, but now there's like trash fires in the street. The town's fucked up, and it lands, when the camera lands, it lands on Phoebe Cates trying to run, and there's a gremlin poking out of like a hood, like a car with its hood open, and she slams the hood down and then runs out of frame. It's fucking awesome. It's almost like it's funny, crazy. Like, It's a Wonderful Life. Not anymore, bitch. Look at this. Look at this fucking town. Look at this shot.
It's really cool. I like that point you made. It's sort of like if creatures invaded Jimmy Stewart's town. That's such a cool concept,
that's
too.
Totally what would happen, dude. That's exactly what this is. You have this sweet little town, and you can have a milk shop and a soda jerk, and people are outside making snow angels. But then, if these little fuckers showed up, that town would look just like Kingston Falls at the end of this movie.
Yeah. By the way, it's crazy because if people are listening to us talk about this, it's almost as though we're talking about almost like a streaming series, because look at how much stuff happened in this movie that we're talking about.
All the lore, too. You have a lot to pour over. How long is this
movie?
It's under 2 hours.
It's under 2 hours, but so much stuff happens in it. Like, look at how many scenes we've talked about, and we haven't doubled over anything.
No.
It's like,
dude, we haven't even talked about the rules for the Mogwai. We haven't even talked about the shit at the science class. Like, there's a ton of shit that happens in this movie. And by the way, if you think the rules are silly, which a lot of people do, they do a great send-up of that in Gremlins 2, The New Batch.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's just a funny conversation to be had about the rules.
Because you mentioned it, that guy, it was a cool way to have that interaction happen where these things can grow when he's like, look what happens he gives the guy in his science class. It's such a cool thing. By the way, another pleasant character where you don't want anything bad to happen to him.
And you've only known him for one scene.
Oh, no.
You've known him for one scene. That's what it is. Besides Mrs. Deagle, you're right. Besides Mrs. Deagle, and I like Murray Furtiman because I think he's fucking hilarious and he's Dick Miller. But even you meet a character for one scene, you already like them. You're already like, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I like them. Like that's something like that's script wise, that's just good direction and good casting, because all of a sudden all those three things kind of perfectly come together, and look at how much you care about a character you just met. Right?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. By the way, it's another good point you made about all these actors play their roles. There's no one that feels flat or out of place. Like they
No.
all feel as it does. It feels like a small town, and it feels like even like a character that they only interact with, you see in like one or two scenes. It feels like those characters know each other for like years. It's
Yes.
cool. It's like it feels like a real town, and it looks like a real town, and it's. I love that. It's like
I
talk
love
about
that, yeah.
world building and it's kind of, I guess it would be like a smaller movie. This is not some like epic large scale film that, this one, it's cool to see world building done on a small scale to a degree where you believe every interaction, every shop on Main Street, all the products, the posters in the background. They didn't half-ass anything. It all looks like small town Americana, perfectly blended together. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous movie, I have to say.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah. Also, we should say briefly, too, the cast is fantastic, right? We talked about Murray Futterman, Dick Miller, but, like, you've got Zach Galligan. Oh, I had the biggest crush on Phoebe Cates all through my life. She plays Kate in the movie. You even get Judge Reinhold. Mrs. Deagle is somebody, and I cannot think of who she is. I think she was, like, a sitcom
She looks
star.
really familiar.
Yeah, there's something to her. You've seen her on TV for sure. Billy's dad has a great voice. He does the voiceover.
Oh my God, yes.
At the beginning and end, but he's also just like a sweet guy. Oh, dude, we didn't even talk about that. He's an inventor. There's a part where he leaves the town and goes on an inventor convention, and it's loaded with references. There's like Robbie the Robot from Lost in Space. The fucking time machine, H.G. Wells, is in the background, and he's trying to get it started. Like,
so there's so much stuff. I totally forgot about that. By the way, I loved it when what was that robot from when he's on the phone?
He's like,
but that
I don't
also
use it because of rust.
But he's like the robot's trying to sell stuff on the phone, and he's like pitching products.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the robot from Lost in Space.
But you know what's great about that? It's like the way they set it up is like first you see the guy, I guess the inventor, walking with the robot on the show floor, and it just passes by in the foreground, and you're like, that's really funny. That's the robot. And we'll probably never see it. And then the next scene, it's him in the background. Phone. It's brilliant. I love that.
And
stuff.
we also
it's
in that scene
great
we
attention
get
to detail.
Spielberg cameo and Jerry Goldsmith cameo.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Spielberg
totally
rides by in the recumbent bike in the foreground. He passes frame right away, and then Jerry Goldsmith is the guy that's walking along, not the scientist. He's the other guy walking along. That's Jerry Goldsmith.
Oh wow! See, now I gotta see this movie.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna catch. Gremlins is one of those movies where like there's so much going on. Every frame is so packed with like sight gags or like other little fun Easter eggs or tidbits. You gotta watch it a couple times because every time you're gonna catch new jokes. You're gonna notice things. Like it's just the gift that keeps on giving, Mark. And I can't think of a Christmas movie than that. The gift that keeps on giving.
That's really cool. It's definitely got a lot of rewatchability. I'm surprised. I'm sure there's like tons of stuff that I've missed that I'll thoroughly enjoy on a second and third viewing, which is
hell yeah.
why I really love this movie.
I'm also super excited for you to discover Gremlins 2, the new batch now, because I think you're going to love it.
Hey, if you want to do an episode on that, since I haven't seen it, I would totally
that could
do
be
it.
a good
These
next
fun.
year. We could do a Gremlins 2 thing. That could be fun. That could definitely be fun. Mark, anything else you want to add or talk about with Gremlins, dude? I feel like we've been going to town on it.
I actually do. I'm just going to say a big thanks to you for pushing me to watch this movie because I had put it off for it's one of those movies that's sort of like Jim Gaffigan has that thing where the guy's never seen Heat, just suddenly sees it in like
and that's what he wants to talk about.
I want to talk about Heat. So I'm so glad you had this episode and gave me like the ability to watch this and also talk about it with someone that's such a big fan. So thanks for introducing me to this movie because I'm not even joking. I love it. This movie is kind of like, it's up there with Jingle All the Way in terms of just like sheer entertainment value, packed frames, Easter eggs, great characters,
physical effects
awesome
up the wazoo.
Effects. Yeah.
Great performances. By the way, shout out to our. We also have done if you're interested in hearing us talk about Jingle All the Way, we actually did one of our film commentaries. We did a whole movie commentary on Jingle All the Way. So go catch that too if you want more holiday content from us. We've done a lot of holiday shit on this show. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're a holiday show.
We're a goddamn holiday show in this motherfucker. Yeah. I mean, look, to me, dude, it's not Christmas without Gremlins every time. Dude, and I feel just that open gets me so hyped up with the Christmas music playing, the snow hitting Kingston Falls. You know, like you get that wide shot and you're like, it's fucking Christmas, man. Like,
by the way,
I can't explain it. It fills me with joy.
Because I knew we were talking about this, it took a lot of me to, I'm not joking, as soon as the title sequence happened, I wanted to text you and I just wanted to say, I love this movie already. Because as soon as I sat down and you get the introduction to the town and all the characters, it's, you know how they have that theory, like you'll, within the first 10 pages of a script, you'll know if you like a movie. This for me would be like the first 5 pages. I already love the movie. And then it was a pleasant surprise to have that feeling last throughout the entire movie. I was just like smiling as I watched this movie on the couch, and I wasn't drinking. I wasn't smoking weed. There's something about this movie where it's just like, I don't know. It's like this pleasant feeling. You just like,
it's the natural
it's like,
high
this is
of
what
Gremlins,
movies are
dude.
all about. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah. It's the natural high of Gremlins. I also like how Mark was like, I didn't drink. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't eat the bones. I just enjoyed Gremlins as a person. That's right. I ate the bones. Oh!
Hashtag
right.
I ate the bones.
Hashtag I ate the bones. There you go. Gremlins, everybody. Go watch Gremlins. It's Christmas time. It's the perfect way to start your holiday season. You want to go to Rex now, dude?
Yeah, let's fucking do it, man.
Let's play it. Let's play it.
I'm gonna rack it, rack it, rack it, rack it, rack. I'm gonna rack it, rack it, rack it, rack it,
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Gremlins. You gotta watch out for the foreigners because they plant gremlins in their machinery. That's the same.
We do not agree with the views of Murray Futterman on this show. I want to make that clear.
Hashtag no Futterman.
Hashtag Futterman so white. Murray Futterman, listen, Murray Futterman is an old racist, but he's very funny and he's a good character. We don't have to agree with his views, people. We just have to appreciate that the man's house got run through by a Kentucky harvester driven by a bunch of little green puppets. That shit's hilarious.
And he served in World War II, so thank you for your service, Mr. Futterman.
Thank you, Mr. Futterman. Thank you. I also like how the wife is already... She hears this every day, 10 times a day from him or more, because the minute anything happens, you just know he's like, goddamn foreign product. Because she even quiets him down. She's like, okay. Like she's trying to contain him before he explodes.
I feel so sorry for his wife.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing to the TV?
She's a real sweetheart.
She's like, I'm not doing anything. You have the remote. But she does it in the sweetest way.
She must live in a nightmare world with that guy.
She's like, you have the thingy. All right, here we go. It's Get Wreck time, where Mark and I talk about the movies we've been movies and TV shows and whatnot we've been watching and enjoying and that we want to recommend to you. We don't recommend no bullshit.
Wait till you hear my
okay. All right. So it should be known we've got a bunch of racks, each of us. But I think I have one run of racks that I might smush down because they do sort of go together. But I want to start with you, Mark.
Okay.
What do you got first on the rack?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to say go to Matt's movie shelf. You'll find great recommendations, and that's where I found this one. Matt has talked about this movie in the past on this show, but it's one of those things that it's like, oh yeah, I got to watch this, but then you just forget about it, mainly because I have 2 brain cells. So I finally watched Effects because you mentioned it a few times, and I'll talk about another great movie with physical effects that's super fun. Great ending, too. I won't spoil it because it's a nice surprise. But dude, that movie was fun to see, like a MacGyver guy
Yes.
that is in the effects industry and then uses those props as a way to get around situations. Like I said, I don't want to talk about too much in
It's a
case no one's
genius
seen it before.
premise. Genius premise.
I can't believe
And
how
it's
it's an
executed.
underrated movie.
It's executed at the top level, my friends. It's executed
Oh,
at the
yeah.
top level. Yes.
It's awesome. Great car chase sequences.
Yes.
If you're a New Yorker, it's an old school New York movie too. So watch this one immediately. And thanks, Matt, for this one.
Fuck yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope they make a 4K for this movie because it's beautiful too.
I want to say it's just got
Is
Blu-ray
that-
right now, but there's a Blu-ray for both. I have Blu-rays of FX2 and of FX and FX2. And by the way, don't let them fool you. FX2 has a subtitle. It's one of my favorite things. I've spoken about it on this show. It's called FX2: The Deadly Art of Illusion. And if that's not enough illusion for you, the song at the end of the movie is called Illusion. And guess what? The band that's singing it, they're named Illusion. That's 3 illusions happening. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me when the guy's like, Illusion. That shit rips, man. I play that shit in my car sometimes.
Is the second one as good as the first one, or
It's not. Listen, I'm going to be real with you because I love both effects movies. Is it as good as one? No. But it has a bunch of fun effects and gags. It's cool seeing him. It's, you know what it is? The core story of the first effects is what makes it so cool because I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil things, but basically he has to get himself out of a situation. In the second one, it's more like they can't repeat that storyline, so the urgency isn't there plot-wise. However, the adventure that they go on does involve a lot of effects, and it has some cool stuff. And I would argue probably, 91, I think is when it is. The first use of drones. He has like a whole drone thing that he sets up with like a toy helicopter. It's really cool.
Oh, what?
And there's a clown. You'll see. It's really cool.
Like, there's a clown.
I don't want to say too much about the clown because I'm remembering how cool that part is, and I'm like, oh, that makes me want to watch FX2. And except I don't call it FX2. I call it FX2: The Deadly Art of Illusion because that's the correct title.
Really nice title, actually.
Dude, that's like when, did I ever tell you about that time really quick? I was in an elevator and I had a Star Wars Mandalorian shirt on, and I'm in an elevator. I was in the South. I was at home visiting my mom. So I'm in the middle of the South and I'm in an elevator with a guy. He's clearly like a big, he's like a Southern lawyer. You can just tell. Everybody's fat and sweaty, but like he's got a tie. You can just tell he looks like he stepped off of like the My Cousin Vinny set. Anyway, I'm in the elevator with him and he sees my shirt and he's like, I like that shirt, young man. And I was like, oh, thank you. I'm a big Mandalorian fan and I love Grogu. I was pointing at Baby Yoda and the guy got real intense with me. This is what happens in the South. I'm in an elevator. There's nowhere else to go. He gets real close to me and he goes, and you see, that's how I knew you was a real fan, because you called him Grogu and not Baby Yoda, and I appreciate that. And the doors open and the guy got out.
Why does that kind of terrify me? I don't know.
It was terrifying is why, because it was terrifying. He got super intense with me.
What if you said Baby Yoda and then he strangled?
He strangled
That's how
me.
he chooses to kill people.
Now you see, now I know you're not a real fan because what you said. You see, yeah. Anyway, FX and FX2: The Deadly Art of Illusion. Real fans call it The Deadly Art of Illusion. Go check that shit out. I'm so glad you liked FX. Again, just like Gremlins, I can't wait for you to watch Gremlins 2. I can't wait now for you to watch FX2: The Deadly Art of Illusion. I think you're gonna like it.
That'll be my next. I swear I'll be watching that.
I think
soon.
you're gonna have a good time.
I'm glad to hear it's good.
It's great. I'm so glad you finally saw it. Okay, well, since you did one of mine, like I said, every week I have been trying to watch a Mark wreck.
You said that as though it was laborious.
I didn't mean it to sound laborious. But I'm trying to get better because I feel like Mark you're very good about, I'll mention a movie and then the next week you're like, I've watched 3 of Matt's Recs from the previous week. I liked this one, and I didn't care for this one. And I'm always like, I take a month. I'm like, hey, I finally watched a movie that Mark spoke about 6 months ago. Here's what I thought. And by that time, Mark has either not cared, he's moved on with his life, or he's forgotten about it, or he's like, I don't really care.
It's
I'll be
usually
like,
the latter.
I'll be like, hey, Mark, thanks for recommending that movie. He's like, I saw that. I'm like, yeah, you told me to watch this.
That's so true.
Our last episode, Mark said that he went and he watched the original Running Man before the new Running Man, and I said I intentionally avoided it. Well, Mark, you got me excited to rewatch the Running Man, so I did. And I had a blast. God, it's so fun. All of the one-liners. I was just like, I kind of regret now. Like, I'm glad the way I saw the new Running Man, but I regret now not doing what you did and watching the original, because it was just like a nice little bridge between those two movies being formed. So
They
I
kind
watched
of flow into each other,
they
right?
flow in, and all the references, like, I like that it's kind of perfectly balanced, because to me it's like it gives you enough of new stuff to make it its own thing, but it still pays enough homage to the original that you're like, okay, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, I watched. You gave me an excuse to break out my 4K Steel and watch it, and it's fucking awesome. And it also, for my physical media people, it's a 4K Steel with slip. Those are very rare. So usually Steels don't come with slips. This has a really nice glossy slip. So very cool set.
Is it one of the plastic ones? I love when they have a plastic.
I know.
slip.
I love a
That
plastic
shit rules.
acetate slip where you could see through it. No, it's not that. It's more of a glossy paper, but it's awesome. So there you go. I watched one of Mark's. I rewatched the original Running Man from 1987. Holds up. 4K transfer looked
dope.
great. Yeah, he's great.
Oh, sweet.
What's next for you, buddy?
Oh, since we're going, like, we'll tie it together because you watched an Arnold movie, and I also rewatched an old Arnold movie called The Sixth Day.
Hey,
Dude,
yes, great
it's
movie.
One of my favorite movies. I love The Sixth Day. It's totally underrated. It's super fun.
What made you rewatch that?
You had posted something on your TikTok about a dummy hit.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, oh, I know of a really good dummy hit. And it's one of those impacts where you're like, somebody died.
Yes.
It's so good. But movie story's awesome. Have you seen it?
Oh, I've seen I saw it with you. Sixth Day.
You did?
I didn't see it in the theater with you, but I saw it on DVD with you or Blu-ray or something, because we were definitely like at either my room at Pratt or somewhere. Basically, you and I sitting down watching The Sixth Day. Oh! Mark, you know where we saw Sixth Day? We saw it in class. Remember,
Really?
there was a class, yes, where the guy showed Sixth Day, and we watched it in the class together. That's how I saw it.
Oh, man, who was that?
It was a guy who was subbing. Remember Sam Bryant, our film? I'm Sam Bryant, our film professor. He was the film history professor, and he would like make us watch all these old movies. He'd get really mad at you if you fell asleep. I would fall asleep in that class all the time, and I got in so much trouble. He'd be like, "You don't care about film history."
It's like, you don't like Pather Panchali?
He's like, "How dare you fall asleep during Kind Hearts and Coronets?"
Dude, he loved that
He
movie
loved that
so
fucking
much.
movie. For him, Annie Hall was like a new movie, even though it came out like 80 years ago. He was out one week, and they had somebody come in to sub for him because we had to, like, I don't know, prep for some midterm or something. And they showed a movie, and they showed The Sixth Day, and I do not remember what the justification was.
Man.
But our class sat and we watched The Sixth Day together. That's what it was. And you and I
Was
were
it
sitting
because
next
of all
to
the
each other.
cloning stuff with Dolly?
It might have been. There might have been some cloning shit or something, but like I remember watching that in class with you.
Oh wow, dude, that was a how did I forget that? That's a good film class. Shit.
Yeah, Sam Bryant, good guy. And he always had the best. He had these Cosby sweaters. Every time you'd see him, you're like, damn, that's a crazy sweater.
People would put like coverings over their drinks.
Yep. Yeah, totally, dude. You ain't gonna poison me, motherfucker. I know you like Kind Hearts and Coronets, but all right, Mark. Sixth Day. Wait, so you were just that's right. So you were thinking of the dummy hit. Okay. And did you watch
I'll be honest, there's no 4K of it, unfortunately. It's just like a blue is the best you'll get out of it. But severely underrated movie, and I'll probably get in trouble for saying this. I honestly think this was Arnold Schwarzenegger's last fun action movie.
Wow.
And then he kind of went into this more serious, like, he's the fucking sheriff of a town, but still
Oh
has
yeah.
same accent.
There was
Or
the movie where his
Collateral.
daughter
I'll
became a
do the collateral
zombie.
damage.
I give you a fucking collateral damage. I give you a fucking collateral damage.
Yeah, and then he did that stupid movie where it's like he's a plane crash survivor, and it's just like
he was
it's like,
trying to get serious. He was trying to do these like serious indies and stuff.
Yeah, it's like no, don't do
no
that,
one's
please.
interested in this. You gotta just do the Arnold thing.
Yeah, just be yourself.
All right. Well, okay. I'll tie it off of that. So you were talking about my dummy hit TikTok. I was watching Night of the Living Dead. That spun me into a series of zombie movies. So while everybody was at home eating their turkey, eating their mashed potatoes, I was eating on some brains. Dude, amateurs were eating the bones. I was eating the brains. I rewatched Land of the Dead, George Romero. I'll crunch these together. I rewatched Land of the Dead. I rewatched Day of the Dead. And then I started to bounce off, and I was like, man, I really want to rewatch. This is what I want to spend the most time on. I rewatched Return of the Living Dead by Dan O'Bannon. It's probably my favorite zombie movie ever made.
Really?
It's just so fun. Yes, because it's a horror comedy. You would not expect Dan O'Bannon to be a funny guy. Dan O'Bannon, the creator of Alien, he did a lot of work on Blade Runner. You would not expect Dan O'Bannon to be hilarious. He is. He's got a wicked sense of humor. Return of the Living Dead is very firmly a dark comedy, and I love that. Horror comedy is probably my favorite genre. It's like most of the movies that I love are horror comedies. And this is one of the best ones, dude. It's just it's so anarchic and crazy. These punk rockers have to survive a night during this zombie apocalypse. And it's just so fun. There's so many quotables and so many iconic moments. Tarman, the Tarman zombie, the appearance of Tarman. It looked amazing. I have a steelbook 4K of it, and it's just glorious. But it inspired me because I had never seen Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I'd only been familiar with Return of the Living Dead, and I knew that there were sequels, but I just kind of never got around to it. So the next night, I was watching nothing but zombie movies. I watched like 5 or 6 days of zombie movies. And then I decided to watch Return of the Living Dead Part 2 the next night. And it's not good. It's not a good movie. Why is it in the Rex? Well, because the zombie effects are just so good. Like, I kind of, Return of the Living Dead Part 1 gives you a great movie, great story, great characters, and great effects. It's the whole Megillah. Return of the Living Dead 2 just gives you good zombie effects, but those effects are so good, it kind of makes it worth it to watch because they do a lot of clever things. Yeah, one of the things I love about Return of the Living Dead is that it's an excuse for them, for the filmmakers, whoever's making it, right? Because Dan O'Bannon only made the first one. It's an excuse for whatever filmmaker to basically make a bunch of really funny scenarios with zombies. What's funny shit we can do with them? And it never got better than what Dan O'Bannon created. Dan O'Bannon has like the best ones. They're really fucking funny. I don't even want to tell you or give it away because I don't think you've seen any Return of the Living Dead.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so I won't say anything.
But I am going to. I have it queued up, actually.
So the second one is like, we're not going to try to redo any of the gags that Dan O'Bannon did. We're going to do our own thing. And they're so silly and fun and awesome. And they came up with some really good ones. And the effects are so crazy in it.
Really?
That's what these movies are. They're like they're like practical physical effects showcases. And they happen to be very funny. So yeah, it's a big wreck for me on Return of the Living Dead 1, Land of the Dead, Day of the Dead, of course, and Night of the Living Dead 1990, Tom Savini. But it's a small light wreck for Return of the Living Dead 2, only for completists and purists only. If you're like, hey, I'm in a zombie mood, I've watched 5 or 6 of these, I really just want more of this. We kind of at this point know the step is going to be down, but you know what you're getting in for. So there you go. Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Do you think that happened because you had watched so many zombie movies?
No, I just think it's purely an issue of quality.
Got it.
Because I think that my mistake was watching all of the best ones first. It was like, it was like Mastercraft. Iconic for this reason, scariest one, funniest one, and then it was like, and a sequel. And I was like, okay, I'll watch this one. And then I was like, this
what
sucks.
a way to end it.
And I know, look, and I know a lot of people don't like Land of the Dead. to those people, I say, fuck you, because it's great. Land of the Dead is really fun. Yeah, it's not Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, it's not Day of the Dead. But it's not trying to be. It's just Land of the Dead. What I like about it is, like, it's seeing George Romero make a Dead movie with a giant Hollywood budget, something he didn't have on any of the other movies. So, like, all of the Romero setups with zombies, and, you know, you've got stragglers and you've got mercenaries and all that stuff is pumped up. So it's like, do you want to watch $100 million George Romero movie? That's what Land of the Dead is. So that's
Doesn't
why
it
I
have
really
that
love
huge truck too? It's like these trailers attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
It's awesome. And there is a 4K. I watched it on 4K and it looked awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I think
really
the
great.
last time I saw it was probably in the theater, so that's cool to hear.
Oh, yeah. It's worth a watch, man. I forget how fun the performers are in that movie. John Leguizamo is in that one. Simon Baker, randomly, he's really good in it too. But Leguizamo steals it. He's just kind of
he's
like,
awesome in the movie.
he's like the core bad guy of the movie. They're basically all Negan. Everybody has like the Negan in their zombie movie, and he's like the first Negan, really. So if you want like a tough guy, yeah, they all want to be like petty dictators. Like if you want like a cool Negan tough guy, he's like the first Negan. Yeah. That's me.
Okay,
That's
I'm
me.
definitely gonna watch that again then.
That was like my week of zombie movies. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. All through Thanksgiving break, dude, all I did was watch zombie movies. I don't know what happened.
Do you feel burnt out on them, or are you
Not at
planning
all.
to watch?
Not at all. There were 2 the other day that I added to my zombie watch list because I hadn't seen them in a long time. The first, not the second, the first Zombieland, which I remember enjoying. And what was the other zombie movie? I'm not watching any serious zombie. I'm not watching like Train to Busan or fucking 28 Days Later or whatever. Like I'm watching like sillier, more like high concept ones. What was the other
Are
one?
you
I
watching?
added?
Are you planning to watch any of like those giallo ones? Like who's that guy's name? Something Fulci or
Oh,
something?
Lucio Fulci. Lucio
like,
Fulci.
his
I love zombie
movies.
I have Zombie. I have Fulci's Zombie on 4K. What was the other one? Oh, it's a silly one. It's a silly one. Oh, it's one I'm a little embarrassed about, but it's a good movie. Warm Bodies. You ever seen that?
Oh no! I remember you wrecking it, and you had a lot of really good things to say
Yeah,
about it.
I want to
see
rewatch that
yeah.
one, especially after watching all these other zombie movies. So I'm gonna check that one out.
Okay, I might do that too. Actually, that's one that I've been looking forward to watching too.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
I like
one.
the cast too.
It's good. It's good. That's one that will catch you by surprise for sure.
Ooh, okay,
Um,
sweet.
Mark, what's next for you, buddy?
All right, let's see. I'll go since yours ended with kind of a mediocre movie. I will also add a mediocre movie, which was I know it's panned and is considered a pile of garbage. I don't even know if Stephen King likes it and who gives a shit. I watched The Dark Tower, and initially when I saw it in the theater, I was
Yeah.
disappointed with it. But on a second viewing, I know the kid looks like Justin Bieber, which is kind of funny, but the concept's cool. I'll be honest, when I saw the movie, I liked Matthew McConaughey as the bad guy. I know it's cheesy, but whenever he told people to stop breathing and they just died, I thought it had some really cool scenes. Like the kid's parents get offed, which I wasn't expecting at all, and they're just dead. And this kid is just like, I have no parents anymore. It does some really dark stuff. Idris Elba's awesome. I've always enjoyed him. I don't know, it's just a fun, entertaining movie to watch. I kind of turned my brain off, but I really enjoyed it. I had fun. I liked the cast too. Even the Justin Bieber kid was pretty funny.
I'm just laughing because Mark definitely likes this movie because he made a whole TikTok about it. I was like, when Mark makes a TikTok about something, he really likes it. I can tell. So like when I saw that Dark Tower TikTok, I was like, he's definitely bringing that to the show for sure. That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm glad that you rekindled your love for the Dark Tower. I'm pulling up my phone so I have my list of movies here. All right, I'll do an easy one. It's Thanksgiving week, so I rewatched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, as you do.
Oh, nice.
It's like the one true Thanksgiving movie. So I wound up kind of putting it on in the background while we were like cooking and just doing stuff throughout the week. And then I wound up, it's one of those background movies that I've seen a bunch of times. So like you wind up watching it in pieces, or you were like, oh, I missed that scene yesterday. I really want to make sure like I could fully rewind it and just go to that scene, but I'm such an asshole. I'm like, I play it from the beginning and I'm like, I have to be back in 40 minutes because that's the scene I missed yesterday. And I'll stop if you don't think I set a timer on my watch to come back in and catch that scene, you don't know me, because that's exactly what I do.
But I feel as though you have to, because to your point, I think you said this on the Thanksgiving episode. It was like there's really not many Thanksgiving movies.
There
at
really
all,
aren't.
Right?
There aren't.
Even
yeah.
you. I think you mentioned music too. There's nothing that's solidly Thanksgiving aside from when you go to the supermarket and they're like, eat this fucking 40-pound big titted turkey.
And Black Friday, which is basically mashed together with Thanksgiving. Like, I feel like all of our Thanksgiving pop culture is Black Friday. There is no true Thanksgiving pop culture.
That's true. Even the movies are like Black Friday.
It's all Black Friday. Which, again, another shout out. We actually reviewed Black Friday, which was a terrible movie, but we had fun on that episode. You can go catch that from last year. But I did my annual rewatch of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, nice.
But yes, I wanted to squeeze that in really quick, if I could do a double shot.
Oh, do it, dude.
I have a nerdy documentary, the return of the nerdy documentary. You know, I love these. This one I will preface with, usually I tell people nerdy documentaries, you know what you're in for. This one is for hardcore people only. If you're not into the subject matter, don't watch.
Ooh.
I am into theme parks. I love theme parks. Mark knows this. I watched, it's called Epic Ride, the story of Universal theme parks. And it's a 3-part docu-series. It's mostly about the creation of Epic Universe, the new theme park in Orlando. But around that, in several of the episodes, they take you through the lineage and the history of Universal Studios.
Oh, wow.
How it was created. You get to see like vintage ride footage, conceptual drawings. You meet the people who like designed those rides and came up with them. And
that's cool.
Is it the most amazing thing? No. It's a lot of talking heads, but it gives you a lot of access, especially if you're a fan of Universal Parks or you go to Universal Studios a lot like we do. We go every year. It's cool to see. And I got really into it. So there are 3 episodes. They're basically 3 feature-length episodes.
Whoa, really?
And,
damn.
Yeah. And I wound up crushing all 3 over the period of 2 days. I like watched 1.5 and then resumed 1.5 the next day and finished out.
Wait, where did you see these, or who made them?
Mark's gonna make fun. I watched it on Peacock, the streamer that's owned by Comcast and Universal. But it's really fun. If you like theme park shit and you have Peacock, I'm not saying, listen, I'll be real. Do not sign up for Peacock, because nobody has Peacock except for me. Don't sign up for it just to watch this. It's not that good. But if you already have Peacock, go watch it.
What a wreck.
Yeah. If you're hardcore into theme park shit or you're a big Universal Studios fan, it's worth it to see it. Because
I was just about to say, oh, sorry.
Oh, no. It's worth it to see it simply because you get access to rides and shows, and sort of Universal never reveals how they do things. So it was really cool to finally get like that, sort of to see how the sausage is made a little bit. So for that reason, it's worth it.
I mean, I think it's, I would see it because I do love, because I've been to Universal with you so many times. I feel so it's a required
you would dig it. I
watch
think
almost.
you would dig it. Yeah.
But it's actually cool to think that they would make 3 feature-length episodes on their parks. That's pretty cool.
It is really cool. Now, look, don't go in. I keep making excuses. Don't go in expecting each park to have a dedicated, this has 40 minutes, and now 40 minutes of Islands of Adventure, and now 40 minutes, like, no. Epic Universe is the reason this whole documentary exists. So they spend the majority of the time on Epic Universe, and that stuff is very interesting. However, there is very cool shit sort of that interspersed throughout, like, hey, here's the golden age rides of the original Universal Studios, like Jaws the Ride and King Kong Confrontation, and here's how we came up with like the disaster scenes, and like even taking you through today where they're like Halloween Horror Nights, and like they do things where you're like, okay. But they the minute it would start to get like super into some old school shit where I was like, this is awesome, it would cut back to like, it'd be like day 42 at Epic Universe.
I was about to say, for me, it would be cool to see the old stuff because you've talked about it, and I've had some friends that went to like, Universal back in the day when they had all these like iconic rides that unfortunately I don't have access to anymore. So that'll be cool to see, even if it is like a little tidbit.
It's super cool because you do get like, they have all this footage. They have a whole crux of an episode that surrounds June 7th, 1990, which was the opening day of the original Universal Studios, and how disastrous that day was for them as a park.
Oh, really?
They were not ready to open. Yeah, it's like infamous. Everybody knows that day in theme park circles because they were like, all the rides they promised people, none of them worked. It took them like another 2 weeks to get operational. Yeah. So it was kind of a giant clusterfuck, but you get like all this cool on-ride footage of those classic rides, especially, E.T., the E.T. Adventure ride, which we rode. Fantastic ride.
That was super fun, actually. That held up really well. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's great. So like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's enough cool shit if you're just in it for that, but the whole reason they're doing anything with it is because of Epic Universe. So if you don't, I could see how, if you were jaded, and I felt this way a little bit too, is that, yes, does it come off like a giant commercial for Epic Universe? It does. But A, I want to know about Epic Universe because I want to go there, and B, it wouldn't exist without Epic Universe. So we're getting the documentary because of that. It's fine. It's a give and take. So that's where I was with it.
No, it sounds like it's pretty good. I feel as though it sounds like you're worried that people might get upset about watching it, but it sounds like it's really cool.
It is. It's super cool. But listen, it's a nerdy documentary. I think like, you people know what you're getting into. I've told you, like, when I watch these documentaries, I'm watching them for specific reasons. And if you vibe with those
people,
reasons,
they can watch. They can watch LA 92 if they want a fucking like meaningful documentary.
Okay, thank you.
Like, not everything has to be like some grandiose moment in history.
I just wanted to watch some Universal Studios shit. Okay, if you want to do that too, then you will have fun. Mark, what's next for you, buddy?
Oh, let's see. What do I got? You know what? How many do you have left? Because I know you did like a couple.
Yes, I have. Oh. I have one, but it's actually three, but it's really one. I'm bunching in two other movies with it. So I just have one big one left.
Okay, so I'm going to group two of these movies together just because they're kind of like, I kind of was inspired by what you did. You're like, I'm going to watch some, like critically acclaimed good movies. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that. So my friend recommended Black Narcissus, and so I watched that. And then I watched this crazy Frankenheimer movie with Gregory Peck. It's called I Walk the Line, and it's got like a soundtrack from Johnny Cash. He plays like a guy that's dissatisfied with his life as a sheriff, and he meets like a young girl and he like ditches his wife. It's like totally against the Gregory Peck archetype. Like, he's supposed to be this man with principle, and it's called I Walk the Line. But dude, this movie, once it gets to the end, it's like, I can't. It's I watched it with my brother and my mom, and we were all like, we didn't expect that, but at the same time, I don't know if this is a good movie or a bad movie. Ratings wise, it's considered a good movie. Also, it's Frankenheimer. It's
Frankenheimer
gorgeous.
rules,
It's beautiful natural lighting. There is going to be a car chase scene at the end, so don't worry about that. If you're in it for some action, it's got that. But the ending, which I can't reveal because it'll spoil things, made this a movie that we could not stop discussing. So it's one of those movies that's like, it's like you don't know whether you like it or not because it's just it's such a strange movie, and it's the 1970s, and it's kind of has that like fatalism of the 70s, like self-destructive characters. So you're basically watching that with actors and people that you normally associate it with, like, a regular Americana that's normal. So it was very, it's Frankenheimer. So I highly recommend watching that. It leads to good discussions, and it's just a strange movie.
I literally wrote down, watch I Walk the Line. It sounds very interesting, and I love John Frankenheimer.
Okay. I'll be curious. I won't say anything more about it other than I can't wait to hear what you think about it. And then Black Narcissus was just this gorgeous movie about like are you familiar with it? It's one of those Criterion
I
movies.
saw it a long time ago, like probably film school era.
Ah, okay, yeah, that seems to be where this movie would reside in like film curriculum, but it's beautiful. It's really well made. It it's okay. Here's the one thing I would say to people that are like, but it's 1947. This movie's first of all, it's in color. Dude, this movie has. I guarantee you, Kubrick saw this movie and he got that Kubrick stare from this movie. You can see how this movie influenced so many filmmakers, and they took the cinematography's way ahead of its time, the lighting way ahead of its time. It's a crazy good movie. So anyway, just watch that, especially if you want to become a filmmaker. That's something you need to see. And don't worry, it's not it's yes, it's 1947, but it does not in any way, shape, or form feel like a movie from the 40s. I'm telling you, this movie's way ahead of its time. So if you're thinking of how were these older directors that we enjoy now, how were they influenced? I'm assuming it's gotta be this movie because there's so many things that were done before anything else. I'm
Damn.
telling you, it's one of the most gorgeous looking movies too. Anyway, enjoyed it. Shit.
Black Narcissus. Dude, I'm actually very excited to check I Walk the Line. I also just added it to my Letterboxd watch list. I'm going to watch that shit.
Oh, nice.
It just
I will
sounds
say,
like
I
the
just will
exact
warn
kind
you,
of
it's
bizarre that
heavy.
I want to check out. Like Frankenheimer, Gregory Peck playing against type. It's fucking weird. I just literally read one line of a plot synopsis that's like, Gregory Peck falls in love with a teenage girl. I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm watching this.
Dude, it's so weird, but it is very 70s. So yeah,
Okay.
they kind of were more experimental. There's some odd shit that happens,
Amazing.
But enjoy.
I will. Okay. I don't have anything that exciting. I Walk the Line is very exciting because I've never heard of it. It sounds very transgressive. I love that. I love Frankenheimer. This is not as exciting. It's a little bit up the middle, but it's where I'm at. So I'm going to lead with this. I know Mark is not a big fan of these movies. I like these movies quite a bit. The Knives Out movies, the mysteries. So there's a new one out, Wake Up Dead Man. It comes to Netflix in a couple weeks, but right now, if you're very lucky, like I am, your theater is playing it. So I actually got to see Wake Up Dead Man in the theater with an audience, and before that,
oh, cool.
I did the thing that we just made fun of, where I was like, I want to rewatch Knives Out and Glass Onion prior to going in. They're all standalone movies. None of them connect, by the way. They have the very lightest, faintest of connection and callback between each movie, but they're all very standalone. It's a strength. It's a strength for
That's
newcomers,
cool,
and it's a curse for fans because each is so standalone. So, listen, I love Knives Out. I like Glass Onion. I don't think it's that great, but it is still fun. It's just like a fun mystery romp. I like those whodunits. Dude, Wake Up Dead Man is really what I want to talk to you about and tell people about. It's fucking excellent. It might be the best of the trilogy. The more I think about it.
Wow.
So I'll just say this, and I'm going to say something. I think it might be one of the best movies based on, or one of the best movies about religion ever made.
Really?
It's not a joke. I'm not kidding.
Even more so than Mother?
Yes, because Mother is just shock allegory. This actually calls into question. I think if you ever had questions about faith, if you ever wanted to debate, you know what it's like. If you've ever debated, tried to have like a logical debate with very zealot, we'll call them like zealoty kind of people. You know how hard that is. Those conversations always go a certain way. Yes, it's a murder mystery, but it's really a movie about religion. I know that's not that's not an easy sell. But I was kind of blown away because I was like, this movie feels like it's having a frank, open conversation about religion that I have never seen any other movie have. And it's doing it in the guise of this murder mystery that also happens to be really good. The mystery is really cool. So it's very interesting for that reason. The other two...
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, the other two movies also, too, I want to point out, Knives Out and Glass Onion, they're very funny movies. They're very light. These are romps. It's a farcical crime comedy, right? This one is not funny. It's very dark.
Oh, really?
it takes a tonal turn. Like, there's some funny moments in it, but it's not the quirky, it's basically, it stands out. It's not the first two movies at all. And it's fantastic. It is like fantastically
Wow,
written.
that's great to hear,
Even
actually.
if you just wanted the surface level, I want to watch a murder mystery. Even if you took nothing else from it, it's the best of the three. But if you want to dig for something deeper, this movie's got that.
Wow, that's crazy to hear. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be kind of like more of the same.
No, they went a totally bizarre direction, and it was great. And I saw it because it's so weird. We had one screen 40 minutes away playing it. And I was like, let's go see it. So we went, and we expected to be the only people in the theater because people are going to wait for Netflix. They're like, a couple weeks, it'll be on Netflix.
Yeah.
My theater was packed. Like,
wow,
sold out.
What?
Sold out.
Damn.
Arm to arm.
That's
very
crazy.
nice theater. And my audience loved it. We all loved it.
Oh, cool. So were they like vocal about it as the movie played? Or
I could just tell there was a feeling in the air, and when it ended, people clapped.
Oh, that's rare.
Yeah, it's very rare, especially for a movie like this, because I was like, I saw Knives Out in the theater originally. Glass Onion I watched at home. We all watched at home. I think that was like during the pandemic. So
Yeah.
I've seen two of these in the theater with an audience. And the first Knives Out, everybody had a blast. But let me tell you, my audience, I know this is purely anecdotal, but my audience at the end of the first Knives Out, they didn't clap. My audience at the end of Wake Up Dead Man did.
Wow. Okay, can I just say something?
Yeah.
That must mean it's really good because I went with a New York audience to see one battle after another, and it was a pretty packed theater. Nobody clapped. So to hear like this movie that's a third okay, so because of this, let me actually want to ask before I forget. Would you consider this in your like top 10 list of 2025, or did it just narrowly miss it?
It's a stiff competition because I have a bunch of movies. I basically have my top 10 of the year kind of locked already. However, it's so good, it's definitely going to be in my honorable mentions, if not snake a spot out from somebody.
Oh, interesting.
It's fantastic. It's just like a fantastic, but then I don't want to hype it too much because, again, I think if you don't like these movies or you don't like the character, whatever it is, by this point, by the third movie, I would not blame you at all because you already know what you're in for. And if you don't like it, you won't like this. But
Yeah.
I would say if you watch this as a standalone movie and you had no idea what Knives Out was or anything, you were just like watching a movie. Oh, Wake Up Dead Man. That sounds interesting. The faith in this movie is crazy. Like, do you remember that movie? I actually thought it was a good movie. Remember that movie Doubt?
Oh yeah, that was really good. Yeah,
Good movie,
that
right?
had you on like the edge of your seat.
So,
kinda,
like, that-
very suspenseful.
Yes, suspenseful, had some kind of discussions and things it wanted to say about faith, religion, organized religion. I would put this in that same camp.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's because that's a very prestigious film. So
Yes, and you wouldn't expect it again from like these like goofy whodunit movies.
Yeah.
And it's not even like I was in that mood. Like I just wanted to see the new Knives Out because I like the previous two. And
Had you read about it before you went into it at all?
no,
So it was
all
a
I
complete
had
surprise.
was a complete surprise. I hadn't even watched the trailer.
Oh, really?
The cast was even a mystery to me because when I showed up, I was like, these movies are ensemble movies. So all these faces
Yeah.
show up. And that's the thing I complain about on this show. I hate when, even in ensemble shit, only murder, shit like that. When too many celebrities show up, I'm like, now it's fucking whatever her name is, Bridget Jones,
Yeah.
whatever her name is.
And it's
Now,
like-
now I gotta look at her, no. It's almost like they went out of their way to make the ensemble unrecognizable. Dude,
Really?
there's an actor in this movie that you will honestly, and I'm great with faces. I did not know who I was
No,
looking
you are.
at.
It's crazy how good you
Yeah.
are with faces.
There
I
was
can attest to Matt.
Yeah, there
being
was
good
a
at
couple.
facial recognition.
I'm like the human face ID. There were two scenes passed before I realized who I was looking at, and I was like, "Oh my god, is that?" Yes. So,
Oh, wow.
it's like the movie. They don't, it's not a crazy makeup transformation, but it's like it's cleverly done enough that you would not know who this person is unless you knew beforehand or you really took a hard look at them.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Would you see this? Would you recommend to see this in the theater, or is it okay to watch at home?
I think it's totally okay to watch at home. I don't think you. Thus far, I think all of these, and I'm saying this as a fan, I like these Knives Out movies. I don't think you have to see any of them in the theater. I think you're perfectly fine watching them at home. I think the audience doesn't add much. All it did for me was shock me that I was like, oh, other people love this too. Like, that was it.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it was
Interesting.
quiet. It's not like I was hearing them react, and we laughed a couple times but like I said, there's maybe one or two funny moments. That's it. It's kept very small.
That is kind of surprising because also it's sort of like, I think the quirkiness came from Daniel Craig playing this kind of southerny type of guy. So to hear that people only laughed in a few places when he's still playing that same character,
So the same guy,
kind of makes it feel like it is a very serious movie.
It's very
in like
serious,
in a good way. Yeah,
not in a turn-off way. Like, it was just kind of cool. Like, I think it was such a shock to me. I was like, wow, that a third movie in a franchise like this would just take this sort of departure, like a tonal departure, was super interesting to me.
Actually, you know what? Actually, why this is throwing me off too, I just realized I was like, usually when Matt, because you're a big fan of the Knives Out series, usually if you like them, you'll tell me about it. And I was like, I wonder if he's, because I knew you would see it, but I was like, I wonder if he just doesn't like this one.
No, I pulled back on texting you about it because I was like, again, I don't know. That's the thing. I'm recommending it because this is our show and I talk to you and I want to talk to you about movies. But I don't know who I would recommend this to in real life. Like, I wouldn't pull you aside and go, hey, Mark, I think you need to see this. Because I think that sends a message, kind of like, okay, like this. You get what I'm saying? If I pulled you aside and I was like, here's a Tic Tac, you would be like, is this motherfucker saying I have bad breath? Or is he just offering me a Tic Tac to be a nice guy? That's the kind of loaded conversation I think would be if I was like, hey, man, you should see Wake Up Dead Man. You'd be like, is this motherfucker trying to tell me? Right? That's why I was like, I kind of held back because I was like, I think I want to talk on the show about it and see how he reacts. But again, it's not a movie I would jump and say, because I don't know who I would recommend this to beyond people who really like the franchise because it's such a departure.
Well, actually, I'm glad you said that because, I mean, I didn't hate them, but
yeah,
I just didn't
you're
get
not a
into
fan.
them,
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Yeah. So to hear this actually makes me want to see it. And I kind of
You might actually really like this one because it is so different.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
And I do like that religious aspect stuff. I like it when there's like a good conversation about it.
And it makes
as long as
really good argument. There's just like things that I appreciated because the writing was very smart and it didn't pull punches. It didn't just introduce an argument and then walk away. It like fully had it. It had it out that you could have the thought process. You could follow. You understood, oh, these are these two opposing forces. This is why this person believes this. Is like, you know, kind of like, remember in Heretic? Half the interesting shit in Heretic was hearing Hugh Grant's viewpoints on shit.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. In that same way, that's what I found interesting about Wake Up Dead Man.
Ooh, this sounds really good because I know a lot of people were on the fence about Heretic, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And mainly because of what you said, because the way Hugh Grant's character thought was just interesting.
Because it was very well spelled out and it was sound. You would listen to his reasoning and be like, oh shit. Yeah, I would call this almost confrontational. Like, I think that's why I didn't recommend it. I was like, I just want to talk about it, but I'm not going to pull my friend aside. I'm not going to pull somebody aside and go, you need to see this. I think people just need to like see it or not. I don't know.
I think I can get what you're saying because religion's a loaded conversation.
Loaded,
yes. If you wreck it, you don't want people to think like, oh, this guy's trying to convince me of meh.
Exactly.
Which could get into the weird territory, I suppose.
Right. That's why I held back. I was like, I'm not even going to text the love of sin. Like, I'm not texting anybody about it. I'm just going to go on my show. I'll talk about it. And I'll leave it dangling there, like, you know.
No, actually, that's a really good way to approach it because it's sort of like it's there if you want to take it. It doesn't feel like
100%. Yes, I'm not telling you this is my viewpoint and this is how you should feel.
Yeah.
I'm just
It's
saying.
actually less religious when you did it this way.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Not like, I think to me, I think if you only watch one religious movie, it should be Dogma. I think that's a movie I would
Oh
be
God, yeah,
like,
that one I
everybody needs to
totally
see
agree with you. That
Dogma.
one's very good. Yeah.
This one, I'm like hesitant. Like, but if you're in that, because that's the other thing, you have to be in the mood. If you're in that
Yeah,
mood,
that's true.
it's gonna grab you. But
Oh, okay.
it's a very tall order.
Ooh.
I think a lot of people are going to be shocked. Like, people who have Netflix and just watch whatever's on Netflix are going to be like, Knives Out! They're going to start watching it, and they're either A, not going to get it, or they're going to be very upset because it's not what they think.
Oh man, that is actually yes, yeah, especially when you set up two movies to being kind of like quirky and goofy and fun to just suddenly do like a 180. That's very risky because you could lose everyone that liked the first two.
Yes. That's why I appreciated the ballsiness of it, too. It was like, why do it now? Why? What is the... I just want to know what the thinking was. Like, I'm just so interested because it worked. Like, it worked on me. So I don't know. I'm just interested. I'd be interested to hear why he chose to do this.
Is it the same director, right?
Same guy, Ryan Johnson.
Wow. That is really interesting then. Okay.
Ryan, I ate the bones Johnson. I ate the bones. Mark, that's enough for me. Do you have any other recs left, my friend?
I have three more, but they'll go pretty quick. One of them is Gangs of London season 2, which it's just a cheesy, over the top kind of like gangster genre.
Oh yeah, you've talked about this show
series.
on the show before.
Yeah, it's like super over the top and extremely violent, and all the characters are pieces of garbage, but for some reason I enjoy watching it. And then I watched another one with piece of garbage characters called The Beast in Me, which was I think that it was Netflix. And that's like the show everyone is kind of like on the top 10 list.
Okay.
And it was really good. It was very well made, and I like that it's like, I think it's like 6 or 8 episodes, and apparently that's it from what I've heard. I tried not to read about it too much because I didn't want to get any of the story elements spoiled.
Yes.
But apparently it's just like this. It's a complete story. You don't have to worry about like waiting for season 2, or there's no stupid cliffhanger, if I recall. That was fun. And then I watched a really cheesy but fun Japanese movie on Netflix called City Hunter, which is based on, I believe, an anime.
What is this?
It's so much. It's just a fun kind of police detective action movie. And it's over the top, very stylized.
Is
the
this
character's
Jackie?
kind of cheesy. Oh no, I forget who it is. It's a big Japanese cast. I'm assuming they're very well known. I don't recall seeing any of them before though. But it was very fun.
Oh, I'm finding it. I see it.
It's got over the top action sequences. They're done really well. He does crazy shit, like he'll jump out of a building and he can survive all this stuff. He's a really good shot. There's some bullet time effects in it, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It's just a fun, stupid movie. I really liked it.
Wait,
it's extremely entertaining.
Let me confirm. Is it this movie?
Yes, that's
Okay,
it.
got it.
I loved it.
Because there's a few
It's
movies
so cool.
called City Hunter, by the way. So if you want to see the one Mark is talking about, it's brand new. It's a brand new movie on Netflix.
Yeah, it's the 2024. You're right. I think there is a City Hunter with Jackie Chan.
I just saw a Jackie Chan City Hunter when I was searching for it.
I don't know if it's connected to or if it's based on the same source material. But anyway, it's a detective story, and it's kind of like this guy has a side hustle with a friend, and crazy shit happens. There's like I think if I recall, there's like I saw this like maybe a while ago. So it's like there's some goo and it turns people into like, this could go with your zombie thing.
I'm adding it to my watch list now.
It kind of turns them into zombies. So I don't want to spoil anything else, but yeah, it's definitely got a bit of a zombie element to it. Crazy shit happens, great action sequences. And I love Japanese movies. So to be in that environment, and I think it takes place in Tokyo, is really cool.
Let me ask you an idiot question. I'm about to get on a plane. True story. I am going to get on a plane. Can I watch this on the plane, or would that be a mistake? Because it's subtitled, so I feel like I'd be able to track it because I can read the movie. I feel like I wind up watching movies on planes with subtitles anyway because I can't fucking hear. So what do you think? Could I watch this on the plane?
I'm totally cool with you doing that because you know why? Every time I go to like, usually it's when I'm flying to Japan. That's when I watch all my Japanese movies, and you're totally right, and it is because the plane noise is so loud. I have to read
You have
subtitles,
to read, but you can
so
track
I
it.
always choose to watch foreign films. So yes, you can. I think it's the perfect one.
Great.
It'll make time go by. It's fast, it's fun, and you don't have to worry about it being in like the ideal setting where it's just like I have to have the whole theater experience.
Yes.
This one is it's super entertaining. So it's perfect for an airplane, to be honest.
Okay,
so,
great.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna download this for my flight, and I'm gonna watch this on my flight.
Oh yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It'll definitely. But the time in your plane will go by very quickly with this movie. So
Perfect.
yeah, it's fast paced and it's super fun.
Okay, great. All right, I have a flight on Thursday, so I'm gonna watch it on Thursday.
Okay, cool. And I think on Netflix they let you download it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna download that shit straight to the iPad while I'm bringing on the plane. Awesome, City Hunter. All right, Mark, any other recs, man?
no, that's it. Wow, damn, we had like a ton of recs. Jeez.
We had a ton of recs. We're gonna leave you good people with this little food for thought.
Yeah, KFC.
Original recipe.
Uh-oh.
Original recipe.
Oh no.
Dad, I think you ate the bones.
Oh god.
I did what?
You ate the bones.
I ate the bones. I ate the bones. I ate the bones.
KFC.
Hashtag I ate the bones.
My God, you know what? Going back to the dumb dad point, the guy thought boneless chicken so he wouldn't have to eat the bones, and he still thinks he ate the bones. What an idiot!
What an idiot! What an idiot! Hashtag I ate the bones. Okay. There you
Oh,
go.
man.
I was watching the podcast.
Podcast man. Good night, sir. Good night, podcast man. Good night, I ate the bones. All of you, hashtag I ate the bones. That's it. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.